Okay, welcome back, everybody. This is the Virlinia 2 campaign. This is session number 25, and where we pick up. Last time, our heroes, the Virlinian Vanguard, had ventured deeper into the crypt of the Burning Fingers and tricked Hive Maker Ariana Grandma into believing they were quality control working for Monsieur Malridet from the Arts District in Zadash. Ransacking Ariana's pantry for cookbooks, rare ingredients, and a kife recipe, the party learned that Olena's family wine was a major ingredient of kife. Worse yet, inspecting a crate in the crypt led to the grim discovery that the Coil of Mayhem had murdered Olena's beloved family horse, Cabernet. So, after taking turns during the night watch and keeping Ariana's sweet, warm fire from a large, bubbling cauldron of tomato and beef ragu, the party wake up on the first of the new month, Holovoz, which is the season of the harvest. And although no light is streaming into Ariana's dark bedroom, Olena finds herself stirring awake exactly at 8 on the dot. She rolls over and notices a picture frame by Ariana's bed that shows 5 smiling women. It's a picture of Ariana Grandma and 4 older ladies. There's one smiling taller lady with frizzy gray white hair, wearing a clown suit with a fake butcher knife attached to it. There is a super old and wrinkly lady with puffy white hair and big thick eyeglasses, wearing a pirate outfit. There is a naive and sweet looking blonde haired older lady wearing a cow outfit. And there's one older woman with a short brunette style haircut, wearing this sort of 90s era power suit with big shoulder pads. It's a red suit. In this picture, Ariana is dressed in male drag, complete with a mustache, fake balloon-like biceps, and she's wearing a denim vest and jeans. They all look really happy, like they're all good friends. And it's at this moment that Elena realizes that several of her party members, including herself, are wearing the clothes that belong to a series of dead women.
Olena will just say gross and take off her whatever she's wearing. I forget what costumes everyone was
Yeah.
wearing.
So Elena had already destroyed, I think it was the cow costume because it got bitten up by all these monsters. Then
Mhm.
Elena had stolen a dress from Ariana, but if she wants to, she can obviously take off that dress.
Oh
And
no, I don't think so.
okay.
I thought she was still wearing the cow costume, but I forgot that it got eaten alive by whatever was attacking us, the bugs. She's just gonna kick everyone else away. Wake up, comrades!
Acing will kick her back. Don't
Okay.
kick me.
We'll wind up like she's gonna kick Aisling really hard, and then just be like, "Yeah, yeah, I got you." And Milo's still trying to sleep in the corner. He's like, ah, like a teenager.
Acing is going to kind of just sit somewhere and concentrate on a spell and just ritually cast it. So it takes like 10 minutes. But first, I'm going to druid craft just the odor of, what was it onions, Will?
Yeah.
The onions that the bartender wanted us to bring back to the bar.
The Mlashna onions. Okay.
So I'm going to get that smell around me, and then I'm going to cast locate animals or plants.
Okay.
And it will tell me the direction and distance to the closest plant of that kind within 5 miles, if there are any.
You close your eyes for a moment, Aisling, and kind of try to attune with nature, and you realize that you likely had passed by some wild green onions on your way to the entrance of the crypt of the Burning Fingers. So you would presumably be able to grab some wild onions on your way out of this dungeon.
Okay.
And Duck is gonna just lazily get up while being heckled at and try to remember who he is. Because he can't even his character at the moment.
Rough night, huh, Duck?
Yes, very rough. Duck's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Dude, where am I?
Duck, we're in the crypt of the Burning Fingers. You're somewhere between 1 and 5 years old.
God, there was some interesting spices in that cabinet last night, my friends.
Yeah, that ragu was pretty good. I went out like a log afterwards.
I can tell by your red hands as you were just shoveling it in.
Well, you gotta eat.
I just hold up a spoon.
Good call. Milo's gonna take like a spoon and a fork from the kitchen so that he doesn't have to use his hands anymore.
Sure.
Duck's also just gonna like go over to Elena and just say, "How are you feeling today, friend? I know that yesterday was quite a shock with Cabernet."
A bit nervous, comrade. My family, I'm not sure if they're okay. Didn't sound like they were.
Do you have any way to contact them? Like to get a message to them, or?
Yeah, would Olena know of like a easy way to contact them?
Elena would know that she could write a letter, and that she, in the past, would have written a letter and sent it through the Black Arms, which is something that she's done before.
Hmm.
So she could go back to Zadash and send a letter from the Black Arms to her family.
Well, we could send a letter. Aren't we pretty close to where she lives?
About 12 hours away. You're about half a day away from Stormseye. Stormseye is kind of like north to the bay and a little bit to the west.
So we have two other places to go kill these kind of lieutenants, right? That are like generals of Gilmore, I guess. I don't know what the call, but so there's the bank vault that we have to break into, and to do that we got to go to the drag show and get in with the
Faceless men.
faceless men. Yep. And then the third one is pretty close to that bank, if I recall, or no? We're close to one of the things. There's like the swamp hag that we got to go kill.
There's a swamp hag in between where you currently are, and if you go northeast, that'll get you to the bank vault in the city of Rovnica.
Which is also where the drag show is, right?
No,
No,
drag
the
show is in
drag
the
show.
opposite direction. Drag show
Hazelwood.
is in the village of Hazelwood, which is back towards Zadash.
What all do you want to do, comrades? We can.
Elena did receive kind of a message, or she did recall a message from her family that if anything bad were to happen, to find her friends, whatever that means.
Find her friends, and her friends are all at the Black Arms. She was
How about we make an investigation check, Olena?
as Olena. Okay,
As Elena, yeah.
investigation plus 3. I
Three.
don't know. I don't know where my friends are.
Yeah. She's not even sure the people she's with are her friends.
I suppose we could just head back to Zadash and do the bar fight, then we can go to meet the Faceless Men after, because that's coming up, and then we need them. It's up to you all.
I think we should definitely go to the bar fight because that is what I prepared for when I woke this morning.
And then Elena just cracks her knuckles and stands up to leave the place. All right, bar fight it is, comrades. And she'll write a letter to her family to send.
Oh, she'll write the letter. Okay.
Checking in
And-
on them and mailing it when we get to Zadash.
So it's at this point that the party's deciding to go back to Zadash. Is that correct?
Yes.
Is there anything else anybody wants to do in the kitchen or in the crypt?
I think we picked it apart, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
But remember, there is still a zombie somewhere in here.
Elena, do you want to send this photo with your letter? So maybe your family, if they are okay, knows who you're talking about. Excuse me, talking about.
The photo of Ariana Grandma?
Yeah.
Da. And then she'll just take the photo out of the frame.
Okay.
And we're off.
Yes.
All right.
One last
It's gonna
handful of ragu for old time's sake.
As the party makes their way outside of Ariana Grandma's kitchen, they re-enter the area of the crypt that is full of burning lava. And it's at this moment that they realize that the ebony fly that they had used prior day to fly across the lava pit is currently not active and cannot be used again for some time, which means the party finds themselves in this large room where the exit is about 70, it's about 100 feet actually to the west, across a series of stone plinths that are built into the Fury depths below. So as you walk into this room, you get the sensation of burning, like it's a mild oven set on low, and it's a little bit warm in this room as you walk in here this morning. How will you get across?
Were there any planks or anything that would be long enough to get across the span of most of these in the other room?
I would say if you destroyed the bookcase in the kitchen that was holding all the cookbooks, you'd be able to get a few planks together.
Okay, all right. Milo would have spent like the morning doing that after dumping the body and saying, "Oh shoot, we're gonna have to cross this." He would have spent the morning working on that.
Not knowing that Milo is smart and capable,
Huh?
I would know that it was Olena that had the most issues getting across, wasn't it?
I think so. Olena can't fly, for example.
I'll just smack her on the back and say, "You got this," and cast jump on her.
Uh-huh.
So now her jump distance is tripled for the next minute.
For the next minute? Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, she'll probably easily get across. Just boing, boing.
That's right.
Does someone want to ride?
Grab the bird and go.
Well, if she, I'm going to have her roll a disadvantage if she wants to piggyback somebody.
How much does bird weigh? The line is strong as hell. Or duck weigh, sorry, not bird.
With all my stuff, big ol' 80 pounds.
Let's see what Olena's strength is.
It's 16.
Oh,
She has 123 pounds carried. Jesus. Just
Yeah, she's carrying Olena's carrying quite a lot right now. So
what the hell,
it would still be a disadvantage if you tried to carry Duck on the way over.
Wait,
she has a lot of gold too.
Yes, she does.
She does? Start
971 gold.
fiddling with her pockets.
Yeah, Olena's just like trying to move both the great axes she has, just trying to make room for. Oh, you're gonna try and jump yourself?
Yeah. Let me see what I can do with a bardic real quick. I'm just gonna reach out to my spirit friends. My God, it's been so long since I've played. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore.
Milo's just gonna tie a rope around his waist and then like offer the other end of the rope to someone else.
So is Milo going to use the planks to get across?
Yeah, he's gonna try, and then if he can't use them in certain places where he has to jump, he's gonna try and tie himself up with someone else. So
Milo, if you lay down the planks to kind of go across the plinths, I would allow you to just kind of like continually move the planks so you can walk across the different plinths.
Oh, Milo's just gonna do that.
Yeah, so you wouldn't have to jump.
Okay.
Yeah, because the planks would be long enough. I mean, the planks are over 10 feet each. So, they're over. Actually, let me take that back. You could nail them together so that they would be sturdy enough to be about 10 feet each, and that would help you get across the plinths.
Okay. Yeah, Milo's.
So I'll allow you to do that. I'm going to ask everybody who's walking across with Milo, including Milo, to make a strength check to do that.
Olena's just going to jump across because she can.
Well, yeah, Olena can jump across actually with no problem, it looks like. And her strength will help her dramatically. The spell will help, so Olena will be fine making it all the way across.
Just straight up strength?
Yes, please.
Jeez, I'm like shit. 7 for me.
Okay. Anybody else going with Milo?
I'll just kind of flutter across.
Okay, yeah. Someone can fly. And Duck, how are you getting across? Are you going with Milo?
Duck is just still taking his beautiful little time. Just making sure, just double checking that all the little nooks and crannies have been appropriately looked through and nothing else fun hiding. But
Okay.
also while still pulling up their D&D Beyond because it's
Okay. So Duck, you're still on the platform where Milo has laid down these wooden planks to help him get across. Milo has kind of missed his grip. So Milo, I kind of need you to make a dexterity save to see if you can grab onto the side of the plinth as you were very unsteady in trying to cross this very first crossing to the first plinth.
Okay. Ooh, natural 20.
All right. Well, you're able to catch yourself and climb back up to the plinth. So I'm going to put you over here, showing that you were able to actually make it to the first one. Duck sees this, and your comrades all the way on the left side, the western part of the room, can also see this, and they see that you're struggling a little bit.
Do better.
Milo's gonna chuck the other side of the rope that's not tied around him towards Duck.
So if you fall, Milo, you'll just drag the bird also.
So, Duck, what are you doing in this moment? Milo has just thrown a rope at you. You've seen him catch himself from almost falling into the lava.
I'm going to hold the rope, but just try to jump over.
Okay, why don't you give me a let's see. Are you doing a running jump?
Sure. It's less than 5 feet to the first one.
Yeah, so I think you will be fine on this first one. It's the next one that's going to be tough. For the two of you to make the next one, I need you to both make a strength check.
Strength or like acrobatics?
I rolled a 1, but I'm halfling, so I get to redo it.
So I'm calling it strength because I feel like the characters would need to hold down the planks steadily enough to be able to walk across. But I can imagine acrobatics could also be. Why don't I let you decide? It could be either something strength based, or it could be acrobatic. I'll let you decide.
I rolled 2 natural ones.
Okay. Milo once again kind of trips on the plank and is trying to catch himself from falling into the fire below. Milo, could you make another dexterity save, please? And Duck, you're there to witness this, so as a reaction, I'll let you take a reaction.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait to see if he catches himself.
11.
Yeah. 11 is enough. So Milo, you are able to grab one arm onto the plinth and slowly bring yourself back up, but you're starting to sweat a whole lot, given how dangerous this walking across the planks has been so far.
Milo, aren't you just literally walking?
Yeah. It shouldn't be that difficult.
Milo, I really think that you probably ate a little bit too much of that ragu, my friend. Your center of gravity is even more thrown off.
I do not feel good right now. Just like, I shouldn't have ate the leftover agu.
Try jumping.
Milo's gonna try jumping with a running start to the next pillar.
All right, while using the planks. Okay.
No, he's just gonna jump from now on. He doesn't trust the planks anymore.
The planks are cursed.
No more planks.
All right, before you go and run, I'm gonna like, all right, my friend, you've got this. I'm gonna give you guidance.
Okay.
+4, right?
Yeah,
Right,
like a D4.
So Milo, with your strength of 16, the maximum you can jump is going to be 16 feet. And it's going to be, and you said it's a running jump, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so I will let you do that. So why don't you pick which plinth you're going to run to?
I'll go to this one over here.
Okay. And
Chuck
you're
the rope
able to make
back
it.
to Duck.
Wait, hold on. Crap. Olena, can you still jump?
I would say there's only like 10 seconds left on Olena's jump.
How long does that spell last? It's only 6
It
seconds.
only lasts 1 minute.
Oh, I don't want to entrust myself to Milo.
I'll throw the rope back to you just to be safe.
I My friends, I could have gotten over so much easier.
Can't you fly or something? Aren't you? I mean, not to
I'm
be.
sorry. I'm
Oh.
sorry.
Oh, there it is. I'm sorry. No, I went and.
Do I make assumptions about your people?
No, you're absolutely right. That was.
I just
I'm just gonna zip it. I'm sorry.
focus on your jumps, my friend. I'm gonna have to try the planks, so I can't jump across these.
Okay. So, Doc, I'm going to ask you to give me a strength or athletics check to cross.
Or you said acrobatics too.
Yeah, I'll let you use
cross
acrobatics.
it. Okay.
With
Yeah,
advantage
like-
because I have the rope back there.
It's almost like a type. Because you're using the rope out? Yeah, why don't I let you do it at advantage? Because Milo's got the rope to help steady
Is
you.
that advantage of Milo's holding the rope?
I'm
Or is
just
that-
jerking the rope a bunch while he's trying to cross it.
You know, I would still say kind of because Milo is taller than Duck, so
Right.
the angle would be such that I would let you take it at advantage, Duck.
Okay, Milo, I need you to step forward 5 feet, friend. I need a place to go. Guidancing myself. 20, dirty 20.
Yeah, you make it across, Duck.
All right, my
So we
friend.
gotta do this. What?
1, 2, 3, 4 more
Six more
times.
All right,
4 more
guidance. You've got this.
All right, here we go. And then with the guidance, the strength, 15 altogether for.
Okay, so Milo, you jump to the next plinth without a problem.
Throw the rope back for the advantage.
Duck, go ahead.
Guidance for myself. 23 before. I don't. Okay, guidance. I need you to just actually roll it, not put it in there. All right, friend.
Take another running jump and go.
Guidance.
Go to this one. The 13 plus, I think 3 is my strength check. Plus the guidance if I need it. 16, 18 altogether.
Right. So Milo is steadily walking across with the help of the rope and his jumps. And Duck.
Back the rope.
All right. Yeah.
Olena, should I have given them jump also?
No.
No,
This is
it's much more
character
fun to
building.
watch them struggle, I think, than.
Oh, Olena, you sound so much better than you did. when you were- So,
yeah.
do you want to go see if your family's okay? We were just going back to Zadash to.
All right, I forgot. I'm incredibly angry.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Okay. Yes, I would like to go check in on my family.
All right. No change of plans. We're not gonna go to the fight. We're gonna go check in on Olena's family.
I mean, I guess I could go and talk to my contacts at the fight. Is the dash? The dash is in the opposite direction as Storm's Eye, right?
Correct. And Olena does remember the message that her father used to tell her when she was growing up, that if ever there was trouble, to find her friends. So if you could make
Early for this.
an investigation check, Olena, I can give you some more information, perhaps.
Okay. Well, I rolled a 7, so
You still don't know who your friends. are. That's what I rolled.
Olena might be curious as to where some of her recent friends have gone. Recent friends like
yes.
Yobi, Siri, and Ash. Where did they go and why? And where could you find information about them?
Okay.
Olena, let's think logic.
Yes. I
No.
share that with you, obviously.
Okay.
While we've been standing over here for 45 minutes, watching them pretend to jump.
It's hilarious. They're so funny. Look at them, so small.
Puffing and puffing and pouring sweat.
Nobody's family is also their friends. So if your family says, go see your friends, why would you go see your family?
No,
Because
you're
would
right.
they say, go see your family if your family's in trouble?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think we should go to the fight because I have some friends who are going to be there. And I also haven't seen Beth in a while. And I think we also need to find the former friends that we traveled with. But I'm not sure who could lead us to them.
What about that one drunk lady that is your friend? She wanted to dance with all of us.
You're
I have
gonna
no
have
idea
to
who
be
you're talking
more
about.
specific. Everyone wants to dance with me. I mean, look at me. I'm a catch.
Everybody I know is very drunk all the time.
Your Russian friends.
Yobi?
No, the
No.
lady.
Beth?
Oksana and
Oksana.
Alyona. are both Olena's kind of Russian-sounding friends from the Fight Club, and they have also been appearing on occasion. In fact, the entire party met Oksana at the joke-off at the Mighty Quill a few days ago.
Yes.
So some of you have actually met at least one of Olena's friends.
She's your best friend.
No, but she's a friend, a good friend from home, who knows my family as well. So yeah, and she's going to be at the fight, so I think we should go there. But I also think we should think about how we can find our other friends who kind of like mysteriously disappeared. It was a little worrying, quite frankly. I haven't unpacked that personally yet, at least.
We're not talking about Siri, right?
Yes, our friend Siri.
The one that left way before she needed to, right before a large battle.
Yeah, what the hell was up with that? She just disappeared off the face of the planet.
It's like she was a different person.
Yeah, it really was. Yeah, it's almost like, who would have guessed? But
Milo
I'd like to know where she went.
over here.
I'd like to know where Yobi went.
Okay.
I'd like to know where wasn't Lark's, right?
Who's that?
What's the score?
I remember that campaign with Lark.
Yeah. Tammy played Lark's in like 2 other campaigns.
My goodness. Lark's is still alive somewhere else. In
Yeah,
another
she's lived many
universe.
lives. Yeah.
Wait, Duck, are you coming or are you staying there?
I don't know what the score is that I'm trying to beat. So
Tell me what you're rolling.
I got a 16 on the last one.
16's good. So you make it
Okay.
across.
Oh, do I just need to do 2 more?
2 more. It looks like all your friends have made it across. They're rooting for you.
Woo!
You want the rope again, Duck?
Yeah, natural 20.
Oh, hell yeah.
And what Duck will say in this last one, with the help of your friends who are emotionally guiding you, that you also make it to the final platform.
See, Duck, you can fly,
Milo will say, with that natural 20 as you gracefully soar through the air.
Whew. Well, that was a bit rough to start the day with that jumping action. Oh my gosh. I could use some
Well,
more
you got your
magic.
workout in, that's for sure. You did legs today.
Oh,
Did
yeah.
Olena and Aisling get a short rest while we were waiting?
What the heck is up with these onions? What do you need onions for? Making kite?
I'm trying to do my own version of Kaif.
With onions? That sounds. I mean this in the nicest way possible. Terrible.
For the children.
As you exit this sort of lava-filled area, Olena is struck
Sorry.
by a vision of her family horse Cabernet, and it's a very odd vision where Cabernet appears to her in a ghostly, sort of bony, spectral form. Olena, could you make an animal handling check, please?
Zombie horse. Zombie horse.
Natural 20.
Okay.
For a total of negative 24.
No, I have +0, so for 20.
Milady, Olena, they came for us.
First they come first. Sorry. Who came for you? Cabernet. My love.
I don't know.
You could talk.
One of them was floating and wore very weird slippers.
Okay, yes. It's not Guido, it's Gilmore.
Does anyone else see this, or is Olena just talking to nothing right now?
Right now, Olena is just talking. No one else can see this vision.
Well, this is pretty creepy, huh, guys? I mean,
I think Comrade lost another screw.
oh yeah.
Milady, Milady, something I didn't tell you before you set off on your adventures. I had a foal,
Congratulations.
and your sister named her Chardonnay.
It's a great name for a horse born from Cabernet.
And I believe,
Boo. Sorry, continue.
that Chardonnay has been captured by whoever took over your family farm.
So we have to save Chardonnay and is my family we dead? I can't remember.
No, your family
captured.
escaped.
Oh,
All of your family escaped, except for the butler.
I wish I knew anything more about my family history. I really didn't look too hard into this.
And I believe your family has found refuge in the last known place where they would have known that you would hide.
Black arms?
The horse kind of neighs and nods at you.
Great. But Chardonnay is missing and our butler? Do I know our butler's name?
The horse nods again. Yes, your family butler, Cleese, has also been captured.
Damn, I love Cleese. Do I love Cleese?
We could say you had a good relationship with Cleese. Yeah.
Okay.
You grew up with him.
his name a second ago, so.
Yeah, well, my memory is fading, you know. I have troubles with that. I drink too much. Okay.
Miss Olena, I'm afraid if you came to the farm right now, you would not be strong enough to take over what has happened. Go find your friends and find your family.
Yes.
And then
I
save
will.
my daughter.
I will, Cabernet. Thank you. And I wish you safety. Are you here right now? Or like, how is this happening, by the way?
And as soon as you say the word safety, the entire image of the horse kind of dissipates like a wisp of a flame and disappears, and you no longer see it floating in the air.
Woo! That was weird. All right, guys. I just talked to a horse.
What?
Okay, here's what had happened was my family had several horses, one named Chardonnay, Cabernet. Cabernet was like my favorite horse, and she just spoke to me in a vision and told me that my family escaped, but her foal and our butler were taken, it seems like by Gilmore. She said that a floating man came and visited, because they're using the Ketsk wine for Kaif. And it sounds like my family may also be in Zadash looking for me, so.
Well, let's get going. Let's go find them.
You guys are just going to take my word for it that I was talking to a horse?
Stranger things have happened.
That is true, actually.
If you're visited by the ghost of a dead horse, then I'll take your word for it. I have no reason to not believe you.
You were also standing there for 10 minutes neighing. So
that was the most odd part for me. It was just the whole neighing back, what I assume was back and forth, but very one-sided conversation from our perspective.
Well, I appreciate that you didn't just take me out immediately, because that's what I would have done.
I would have pushed you off the lava if you started talking in tongues or something, but you're all right.
Yes, tongue's bad. Neighs, okay.
Yeah, we left the horses. They're our friends.
All right. Waddle on through the dungeon.
Okay. So is the party making their way out back and then just going straight the way they came in and picking up the onions?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we can say that you did that. We can say that you did that. So you're back at the entrance to the crypt. So you're in the northern edge of the Killikeen Forest. And indeed, Aisling spots some onions about, I'm marking on the map, about 50 feet southeast of where you're standing.
I will go and gather some onions.
You find some delicious sweet Washtana swamp onions.
So, friends, are we giving Ariana Grandma's head to someone? Or am I just carrying it for posterity's sake? I can't really remember.
I think we were going to bring it back and try and show Ernie that we got one of the three.
Okay.
You got that thing just Oh, no, you put it in some sort of wood prison thing. It's somewhere else, right?
Yes, it's in my bird bath.
Okay.
Do we need to pickle it or something so that it doesn't stink up your entire bag?
It's self-cleaning. It's okay. Wait, how long of a journey is this?
It's about, if you go directly to Zadash, it would take about 5 to 6 hours. So you probably need to stop and eat or eat on the way there.
Just gonna have a ration.
Can we eat those onions just straight?
You could.
Does anyone else want some?
I'll take one.
All right. 13. Anyone else? Pretty
Well,
good.
I've got 10 of my own, so.
Same. I'll move
I
this
don't.
one.
I don't carry food on me. I need to keep space for my cow costume.
Milo's eaten 2 days worth of rations and one on the way. Says,
Milo, my friend,
oh yeah.
you just ate a pot of ragu.
I
He
mean,
does not have a scarcity mindset like that.
Where do you put it?
you can tell Milo's gotten a lot larger since you met him.
Oh my god, this face, I was okay.
He's stress eating. Just. All right. Waddle.
Sure, yeah.
goodbye,
We're making our way back to Zadash.
Yeah.
Hanging away.
Very interestingly, on the road back to Zadash, you notice several people that looked quite high on Kaif. You could see that they had half-empty bottles with some black liquid inside, and when they saw the four of you coming in their direction, they sort of jumped away and ran into the bushes, afraid of being caught. Would you like to do anything about this, or would you like to just continue to the city?
No, Milo, you can't stab them.
Oh, all right. Yeah, and then Milo will just begrudgingly keep walking forward.
Okay.
And why are we trying to stab them and not trying to help them?
Well, I think if we do what we're setting out to do, we will help them in the long run. I mean, they're pretty hooked on the stuff, it looked like. Going into the forest like a bunch of feral people. I don't know.
Coming from the group coming out of the forest.
Oh,
After
yeah,
we
right,
just talked to
well.
a horse.
We slept in a cave. I guess a little feral ourselves.
If people want to bang a drum, you spin them in a direction that is safe and let them bang their drum.
Okay.
Which
Let them forest drum.
we did find out that they're like putting the kite into
Children.
the like beers and like trying to give it to children, and like it's in like weenie babies.
Mm-hmm.
Did we find boxes of those like that they hadn't shipped out yet, or we found out that they had shipped?
The weenie babies we found in Hazel Ward, and it was just like sitting in a doghouse, and there was like beanie babies with Kaif bottles in them, which I think Olena still has one. I'm not sure if we
No.
gave it. We gave it up.
I gave it
You
up
gave
to
it
a
up.
Oh,
guard.
I think there were some. I think there were some down with Ariana Grande because I like leftover stock of weenie babies with Kaif stuffed in them.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look, we're here.
The party's made their way all the way back to Zadash to the Mariner Town District, and they're standing outside the front of the Black Arms Tavern, where once again Olena sees her Goliath friend with a long neck and the tattoos on his face, Mevek. And Mevek kind of nods and grins at Olena. It looks like he's kind of sweating a little bit, but it also looks like he's very happy to see you, Olena.
Evic, how are you doing? You're a little sweaty. What's happening here?
Ha! It's not so good,
Oh?
my dear, my lady. Yes, business has been down. So many more people that normally come here in the morning or early afternoon are off doing Kaif in the Arts District. I just feel like whatever has been happening these past few days, the problem is getting worse. And we're looking to somebody maybe like you and your friends to solve the problem.
We're getting to it, hopefully. But wow, that was a really stark increase in several days, too. Have
Yeah.
you seen anybody who looks like me come into the Black Arms recently?
Who looks like you?
Yes, like my family. Never met them.
I can't say that I have, he says, grinningly.
That was extremely suspicious.
Could you not say that you have?
I'm gonna insight check that.
Okay, go ahead, Milo.
17.
I'm going to send you a message in the chat, Milo.
Look
This-
at my notes.
This is your father.
Ah!
Milo will just kind of nudge Olena and be like, I think her family's in there.
Yes, I had that. Yes, thank you. Well, Mevek, we're on it. Keep doing the good work you're doing, and see ya. We'll go in.
The party walks inside the Black Arms.
I sort of like dust myself off and try and make myself look.
Prestidigitate.
Thank you. Do I have any like weird leaves or cave dust in my hair?
No,
No more than
it's
normal.
Like picking out a bunch of leaves and cave dust.
Like reaching up.
I'm druid crafting more into your hair. Just want them.
It's like,
Where the hell
I
are
can
all
feel
these
it,
things
stop.
coming from? Just saying.
The party walks inside, and it is a relatively quiet afternoon. Not very many people are here, but the people that are here, most of them are only one or two, are sitting alone or only sitting with one other friend at a table. So Olena notices that it's very quiet here in the Black Arms today. There's only about 12, 14 people. He sees her bartender friend Zahis sitting behind the counter. He kind of gives her a nod from across the room where the party walks in, and the two guards to the upper staircase, Moana and the warden, are standing there as well. These are all people that Olena recognizes, and Milo has met them before as well.
Milo's just going to do a quick divine sense in the room to make sure no one's using the hollow spell. A celestial, a fiend, or an undead within 60 feet.
Milo, you detect none of the above.
Oh, cool.
Aisling slowly backs away
We're all
60 feet from Milo.
As the party kind of walks across the ground floor, across the carpet, Olena notices she's getting a couple people in the room are like giving her a positive head nod, like as if to acknowledge her new dress that she's wearing. Olena is dressed differently, in fact, from the day prior.
Because I was in tatters previously.
It is now wearing the dress of a dead elven priestess named Ariana Grandma.
Like a really short skirt. No. It's a normal dress.
As the party gets closer to the main bar, Zahis leans forward and says, "Oh, Olena Ketsk, we have some post for you." And he hands over a message.
Thank you, Zahis. I appreciate it.
Zahis also says, "And one for your bird friend, too." And
I'll hand it down to you.
delivers a scroll.
Oh, love me a good story.
Duck, you open up the very small, it's a tiny scroll, actually. It's only like, this is a very small scroll. You open it up.
Small for
and
Duck or small for normal people?
Small for normal people, so it's like
Nice size for Duck.
Yeah, and his eyes. And Duck unfurls it, and it's very obvious that it's in the writing of Professor Perdemos. And the note simply says, "See me."
Well, that's demanding.
Olena's envelope is stamped with a black letter A, capital letter A, in the lower right-hand corner. Would you like to open the envelope?
Yep.
Inside, you find a handwritten letter in black ink, and it reads, "My dearest Olena, I trust you and the croutons are doing well. You probably wonder where I was whisked off to by Mother Akuma no Haha, but I tell you, my friend, it has been the most wonderful week. I am surrounded by animals everywhere. Cute, cuddly rabbits and cats and puppies and hamsters, even baby foxes. I landed near Rovnica, and then I went north to the city of Spinaka, where I've been spending my time at an animal cafe. So I'm still in the province of the Seven Sisters. But my friend, I'm here to warn you that I'm hearing rumors that somebody named Gilmore the Genie and two kobold twins, Marieri and Kaifieri, are the ones responsible for discovering the recipe for Kaif and are using it to take over the entire province. What's worse, I'm hearing that Gilmore has been using the money he gets from Kaif to do terrible things to animals. I have to stop him. We have to stop him. I will do my best to sneak into his facility and leave you some clues. And the clues that I will leave you will have the letter A written on the envelope. But for right now, there are so many cuddly animals around me, and I just have to go and catch them all. Sincerely, Ash."
Which is Pretty Little Liars, A. don't actually know anything about that show, but I remember it.
Gotta catch them all.
Oh my gosh, look, Milo, it is a letter from Ash.
Oh, let me read it.
I was just gonna read it.
Okay.
Say the whole letter over again. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I don't remember her being this much of. I mean, she liked animals, but this is pretty hippy dippy to me.
It tracks for Tammy Ash. Definitely not Tammy. Do we know where Gilmore's lab is? I'm getting my notebook. I can still hear you.
You can make an intelligence check.
I'd love to.
It's at your house, is it not? I mean, we were.
Oh, I guess that's true.
By your horse spirit not to go back there, so. From what I could decipher of your Neighs, that is.
Oh, you speak horse?
Yeah, every now and then when I cast Speak with Animals, I mean, I can.
Natural 20, 21.
Okay, so Olena would know that based on the clues that the party has received so far, that it is not yet evident where Gilmore's lab is. However, wherever it is, there must be easy access to animals.
Do I get the sense that because Ash was going to go there, that it was close to where Ash was?
That's
Or did it
one
seem like
of
she had
many
to travel there? Okay.
Yes, that's one of many possibilities. You would know that the province of the Seven Sisters has lots of animals.
Great.
Animals by the sea, animals in the forest, animals in the mountains. It's an animal haven.
I'll look to the two of them, Milo and Olena. Just be like, who is this Ash? Is this one of those friends?
Oh yeah, she a good cleric. Sounds like she's on the right team. There was a second there where I wasn't too sure because we had to kill a bunch of people in one of the temples of the god that she worships. So that was a little weird.
Was I there for that? I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, we killed like a priest. Remember, it was.
Oh right, yes.
I broke a bunch of bottles, but that was before I was reformed to the recycling ways, and yeah.
So she's a person of the cloth, obviously. Not a very good spy.
No.
She just told us all of the clues, and everyone else that has read this letter, including Hiss over here, now everything can just have an A on it, right? And it's a clue because she told everyone the clues. Did you not?
Yeah, I wouldn't say she's the brightest
She has
candle
a good
in
heart.
the wind.
Yeah,
But-
she's.
Oh, I love that metaphor.
Thank you. But I mean, who knows how many people read it? I look at Hiss.
The Hiss blinks at you, pours himself a shot, and pours you a shot, Olena, and says, Olena Ketsk, I have more information for you, if you would like to speak privately. And Zahis moves towards the edge of the bar, where, Olena, you actually notice somebody is sleeping with a bottle of beer in his hands. And the person who's sleeping is named Davenon, who was a gnome that worked for Antonia Cannelloni. So he's just asleep at the bar with the beer in his hand.
Do you guys mind if I...
Excuse me, Zahis. You cannot just walk by a customer sitting upon your bar. I believe we have some business to take care of.
Yes, what kind of business?
You wanted onions, I got you onions.
You did? His sort of snake-like grin broadens greatly when you tell him about the onions.
I'll pull out one onion, just lay it on the bar.
Zahis looks over at Olena and says,
Slap
"This
his
is
hand
fantastic."
if he tries to grab it.
He doesn't try yet, but he looks over at Olena and says, "This is fantastic. With one onion, we can make an entire batch of pierogi."
Oh, my brother, you are speaking my language. Does Hiss have arms? Follow up.
Not exactly. Not exactly.
How
But
the fuck is he gonna make pierogies?
he's a chef somehow.
Ugh. Okay. Was just wondering.
Yeah. It's magic. Who knows?
My friend Aisling is very resourceful.
pull out my notebook and just kind of flip through some pages and say, I believe the going rate for Washington, I wrote it down. Onion. It's 97 silver an onion, I think.
He laughs at you and kind of, as he exhales, blows the onion back in your direction and says, "Onionless pierogi, I've done it before."
Is that not the right price?
That is a very elevated price.
Oh.
That's not a friend price, and Olena and I go way back, so you might want to have a discussion with her about what the actual price should be.
Olena did not get the onions. We're not actually going to tell you what Olena did. You wouldn't believe us if we did. How much for an onion? I'll take your best offer.
I'll give you 1 gold.
1 gold?
That's 3 more silver than what you asked for.
That's 87 silver less than he asked for.
10 silver is...
Yeah.
10 silver is 1 gold, I think, yeah.
Fine, 1 gold. Do you want all of the onions or just 1 onion?
If you have more onions, I'll pay you more.
I'll pull out 1 more onion and just put it on there.
2 gold.
And then I'll pull out another onion. How many onions did I get?
Roll d6, please.
Milo's gonna act like think he's whispering, but Zahis is probably gonna be able to clearly hear it. But Milo's just gonna say to Aisling, "This guy's kind of an asshole. You should charge him more for these onions."
His eyes dart in your direction, Milo, and they turn back to Aisling and Olena. So it's clear that he has heard what you said.
I'll lay 4 of them on the counter, and then as I go to pull out the 5th one, I'm going to druid craft to make it gold. So it looks like a special brand of the onion, and I'll lay that one on there and say, this one costs 2 gold.
Some saliva drips from his fangs when the gold onion appears, and he says, I'll give you exactly what you paid for the lot. So 2 for the gold one, and then
You'll
1
give me
gold each
nothing for it? That doesn't seem...
Wait, 6 gold. That would be 6 gold total?
I didn't pay anything for these. I would like you to give me money for what I think you should give me money.
I will pay you 6 gold for the lot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 gold. Sounds great.
Splendid. Doing business.
Yes.
I have something to discuss with your friend Olena, if you don't mind.
I don't care what you do. Take your onions.
Are all the beers here in like just little glass jars? Do they have like kegs of beer or?
They will pour beer from barrels to serve to you here.
Do I see those barrels?
There are barrels behind the counter. It's 8 coppers for a tankard of beer, and they have 2 kinds: barbarian, Streisand, and another beer that has more of a lemon flavor that's called citrus ass down.
While Zahis and Olena are they're talking, like, I'm just gonna sneak behind the bar.
Can you make a stealth roll, please?
There are security guards, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, there's guards right here.
Okay, that's fine. Duck don't
Make
care.
a stealth roll.
I'm gonna use my Kenku recall to give myself advantage. 15.
This sort of female guard with the long white hair doesn't seem to see anything, but this heavy-set, very tall guard kind of walks over to Zahis and whispers something in Zahis's ear.
Okay. Bloop.
The bald-headed guard that's very tall walks over to you and says, "Hey, what do you think you're doing?"
What is the name of the city council here?
It's just called the city council.
Okay.
The town council.
Is that who you guys have been dealing with regarding the whole? Who's the main person on the city council that we spoke?
Ernie Tortellini.
Yeah. I'm going to quickly hold up a piece of parchment and press to digitate on actually minor illusion on it, and say, Excuse me. I am a member of Mr. Tortellini's personal crew looking into the distribution of Kaif, and I've been led to believe that Kaif is being distributed in the beer supply of this city. And when we came back into this city, it does look like people have gotten a whole lot more addicted to it. And so I'm just making sure that this fine establishment is not contributing to the distribution of this illegal, illicit substance.
The guard astonishingly takes a step back and says, "Well, I know our beer is fine, so you go take a look."
Thank you. And I'm going to go inspect the beer, but also get a glass of it.
You get a glass of it. Zahis looks over and says, "You need to pay. You need to pay for that." But as you smell the beer, you can tell that there's no kaif in the beer.
Either one of them.
Either one of them.
Okay.
It does seem like this establishment is serving pure beer.
Okay. I just dumped it back in. I don't actually drink, so.
Okay. There's a glass of beer on the table.
Bloop. But you're gonna have to pay for that, Milo.
Yeah. All right.
It's 8 coppers. Why does Milo have to pay for it?
He drank it.
Oh, Milo drank it. Okay. Zahis is kind of like using his big head to signal to Olena to move over to the corner to talk very privately in the dark.
Okay. I'll go over there. Oh, let me move my character. Where
Okay.
am
Miss Olena, I have some news for you.
I? Tell me more.
Your friend Beth, our friend Beth, quit a day or so ago, and said she was going to find better work in the village of Hazelward. She said that I wasn't paying her enough, and that too many people were doing life. And because business was down, her tips were also going down. So it sounds like she's using this new month to turn over a new leaf and try a different craft.
You know what she went to do, necessarily?
I don't know. It could be something spiritual that she has felt calling to go in that direction. Or it could just be that she likes watching drag. There's a drag show there this week.
Yes. Yeah, I think we wanted to go to that.
Yes, but I'm now down one worker, and I don't know where I can find someone as quality as Beth.
How do you feel about employing children?
Oh yeah, I heard that at the Mighty Quill they employ children. That's not a tactic that we would use here.
Okay, just wondering.
Yes. We have a more upper level clientele here at the Black Arms, and he kind of grins at you, Olena.
I agree, you're correct. Do we know anybody who's like looking for a job or anything that I could recommend as a hit in the city?
The gnome dude right there. I forgot his name. Davin Durbin.
Davin and the one who's sleeping.
Oh yeah. Davenang was fired by Antonio Cataloni, but what was he fired for?
Oh, he's addicted to Kaif, Milo.
Oh, well then you don't want to hire him.
Milady, I would not hire that gnome if it was the last gnome in Zedhead.
Well, I mean, we'll be on the lookout to see if any good prospects come up for hiring practices. Thank you for letting me know about Beth.
Yes.
It seems like we're headed in that direction. Anyway, if we want to go to the drag show, so...
I do have some other news for you.
Some other news.
Yes, and he withdraws from his clothing, however he does that. Small wooden toy. And leaves it kind of like on the counter in front of you. And the toy is a matryoshka, which is like a Russian nesting doll. And he says that, I'm sure you recognize this. It's a Ketsk family matryoshka.
Oh, we make dolls too?
Your family uses the cork from used bottles of wine to make wooden toys. I'm sure you knew this. Your family has been doing this for years.
Yes, I did. I love these little matryoshka. They're very cute.
And someone left this under our door this morning, which tells me that perhaps your family is headed in this direction.
Yes, I think you're very right. I've heard word of that. Thank you. I appreciate you holding on to it and giving it to me. Fortuitous timing that I've appeared here at this time, I think.
Fortuitous, indeed. Olena, if there's anything else I can do for you, um, let me know. We take good care of our own.
It's true. It's true. You do. Mostly.
Before the conversation ends, he winks at you and says, "And good luck tonight if you are fighting, my dear."
Ah, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'll see you then.
You'll see somebody there.
Ah.
He moves back to the bar.
Okay, I'll go back over to my friends, but I'm gonna open the matryoshka before
Okay.
I go to see if there's anything inside.
The only thing that you notice inside is the faint smell of lavender, which is a scent that takes you back to your childhood when you would play on the lavender fields next to the farm where your family horse, Cabernet, used to roam around freely.
Okay.
Yeah, the smell reminds you of the good days when everyone was free and your family's vineyard was doing very well.
While they're having that conversation, I'll just be talking to Milo. Milo, I think it's odd, and maybe it's just because I'm new, but when I first landed in this world, one of the first places I went to was where Elena's family is from, and there were just the finest used cork dolls that her family made, and I think it's weird she never talks about them. Does she bring that up ever?
Well, she really doesn't talk about her family life that much.
Did
From
she
what I
even
know,
grow up
she-
with them? I just with them.
I mean,
just a bad D&D player.
I was about to talk to Duck about how that's a great use of recycling and reusing, yeah, she really doesn't talk to. I think the only thing, and then Milo will see that Olena's walking back. He'll be. I think the only thing that she said was trying to get it out as quick as he can. That she's trying to get married off to someone and she doesn't really want to do that. And then he's like, it's super obvious that they were just talking about Olena when Olena's walking up.
Like, but Doug not having necessarily the best social graces all the time. So it's like, wait, but didn't she say that she's never met them?
My family?
Oh, hey, Olena.
No, I'll very openly talk about my family with you. I don't know. I'm a relatively private person.
No, I
guess
heard
that's
the same
something I
thing.
don't want to talk about.
She was saying that the security guard out front had never met them.
Oh,
But I heard it sound like you said you had never met your own family also.
Oh, no, yes.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
no, the security guard has never met them. I've met my own family. I haven't been back in a long time, but
When did
Not
you
gonna lie, I was like starting to like write like a little story about the barbarian lady who's never met her family but talks to the dead family horse. And I was struggling on how to connect the two main points of that story. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cross that one out and we'll start again.
Olena is a horse. We just don't know it.
Ah! I would be a really fun D&D character to play is a talking horse.
Like
Like
a
BoJack Horseman.
centaur.
So
Just horse on top, human on
I
bottom.
lift my dress a little bit and you see hooves.
Oh my god, how did I not notice this?
Oh my god, you need a pedicure!
Listen.
So we got some time to kill before the big fight. I mean, if you're still planning on doing that tonight. Do you guys want to try and turn in this head, or do you want to just kind of leave it stinking up in your bag for a little bit longer, Duck?
No,
Or-
I should definitely go turn in the head, but I do need to go see Professor Moderno.
Do you think we are invited to that? Or...
Yeah, do you want company for that, or is that something
Sure,
you're...
why not?
Well, I got a bunch of shit that I gotta
Professors
sell. I
are
have like a whole bag full of like goodies that we've acquired since session 1, aka
Wait,
like a week ago.
is there anything good in there?
Well, hold on. Let me see here. I got this dagger. I don't think it's anything special. It just looks cool. It's got like a little sky giant on it. I got a couple gems here. 1 garnet, 4 emeralds, 1 red opal, and then I got this scroll of restoration. It's lesser. I don't know if we've used this or not. So Matt, you'll have to tell me. The anti-Robin mace that gives you a plus on attacks against people specifically named Robin. We got the Marka Modric.
What
which is-
about against robins, like the bird?
You know, I never thought about that.
Mm-hmm.
if you want to take some time with this and inspect it further, you're welcome to. We also have the Mark of Modric. It's plus
That's
3
on
attack.
my body. I got
Yeah.
that. Head.
Oh yeah, you got
Olena
that.
already
Okay,
got it.
so I'm gonna cross that off the list of shit I have.
Oh, that's not just a peel and stick we can pass back and forth.
We got the Charm of Saving Graces, 1 death save. Not sure if that was used before or what, but we got that. 12 rune-tipped arrows. They're not magical, but they came with this big-ass... He lifts the
Are you
big...
just putting all of this stuff on the bar and talking loudly about it?
Yeah.
Cool.
We got this large birchwood bow. It looks like you need about 4 arms to operate this thing. It's pretty friggin' heavy, too. We got this silver dagger right here. And just, like, whips out the silver dagger. He's like, it's good against undead creatures. The punji was stolen.
Milo, I'm so sorry.
What?
We have a silver dagger, good against undead creatures, that we didn't use against the undead creatures that almost plucked my goose.
Yeah, I'm seeing. Yeah, whoops. Well, I forgot about it. There was something poking me in the leg last night, so I checked it, and I was like, well, sure enough, it's this silver dagger that's really good against undead creatures. And
Another example of Milo not thinking about the bird folk.
Yeah, you were a bird racist. I'm getting the feeling. We're gonna need to educate you, my friend.
I think it's basist.
Yeah, I think it's just a lack of education. I no offense, no preconceptions about your kind, but I just never really grew up with bird people all that often. We also have this red opal. It's pretty nice. It's like pretty good sized red opal right here. The oven mitts you have, of course. So we also pulled an apron off. It was pretty easy since the body didn't have a head.
I think I have the oven mitts, the apron, the recipe books.
Yeah, there's a Paragon scale belt here.
That's
good
the dwarven one or the monk one.
It's for monks. Yeah, I'm not sure who has that, but we have.
I think you have that one.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of worthless for any of us, right? We're not monks.
Yeah, and then Olena has the 7 rings necklace.
Yeah, there's a 7 rings necklace as well, and that's all we have.
Does the 7 rings necklace do something?
Did you have the vermilion opal on there?
The opal, yeah, it's like 400 to 500 gold.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna just say I think the Robin mace and the silver dagger should stay with us.
Okay, so we'll keep those 2 things.
Milo, are you gonna go on the selling trip?
Oh yeah.
Can you pick me up a few things?
Oh yeah, what do you need?
I need some fishing line, and then there's this really cute kind of like hippy dippy shop. It's kind of like in a back alley. You have to kind of go around a corner. The password is patchouli. But they have some really beautiful gem shards in there or crystal shards. And so if you could pick up a nice handful of those, and then some leather wrapping, so I can get on to making your chicken bone chime.
Okay, yep, crystal shards, leather wrapping, fishing line, you got it. And you told me the password. What the heck's the name of this place? Just go into random back alleys until I find it, saying patchouli.
Yes, just every back alley and just go patchouli, patchouli.
You got it. So on the way to Knives Be Sharp, Milo spends 2.5 hours.
Okay, so Milo's gonna go on an errand and do some buying and selling. It sounds like Duck is going to see the professor.
Yeah.
Maybe we should sell the head on the way over there.
I'm gonna go with Milo.
Okay.
Are you going to go by? Don't we need to take the head to Tortellini?
Should we do that as a group, you think, and then we can split up?
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that. I'll go with Duck to the professor though, if we'll go into 2 and 2. But yeah, let's go to Tortellini first.
Tortellini first. Okay.
And then we'll meet back up here after.
Is there a bathroom here?
There is an outhouse at the Black Arms on the outside, in the alley.
Oof. I'll be back.
Okay. Milo, all the things that Duck asked for, they'll give them to you for free because you brought in so many items.
Oh, neat. Did I ever find the back alleyway, or did the just give them to me?
We could say that Milo didn't even shout the word. He just went straight to the and the had the items. the shards, and those are things that the would have in her shop anyhow.
Yeah, so I just need 100 gold pieces of ruby dust.
I've just found I'm a man of exquisite taste, so everything I want is like 5,000 plus gold.
Mm.
What was the dagger? Dagger of.
It was just a fancy looking. Oh, there's the silver dagger we kept, and it does bonus damage to undead. I'm not sure how much. And then the sky giant dagger was just a ceremonious looking dagger.
Oh, okay, so that's not like
It's
a
not
magic
plus
item.
anything or.
Yeah, there's no magical effect.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then no, I don't need that.
Do you want the silver dagger?
No, I mean I think it's good for us to keep it.
Yeah. Yeah, so we kept all together. We kept from everything the silver dagger, the anti-robin mace, which I hand to Duck, say, "Go kill some birds, eh?" And then one scroll of restoration lesser, and then I have the Gegner's amulet thing still. Plus the charm of saving graces, which Aisling has now.
Mm-hmm. Great.
And everyone gets 1,250 gold from the cell.
Yeah.
Even though you all weren't there the whole time.
So, really, that's how this is gonna happen? It's not me and you take a cut because we had to do the shopping?
I mean, yeah, it's the party stuff. We can split it.
I'm going to need to teach you the benefit of ascribing to different facts of religion.
What do you mean, Aisling?
I mean, obviously, your people have already learned from other people that you can make a profit from Paylor. So you don't need to just be, oh, Paylor, good, good, good. You can be a little bit of this, a little bit of that with a majority of Paylor. And we skim off, and everyone only gets 100 gold, and we get the rest.
Well, that's quite a bit to. I mean, this bag is heavy. I don't want to lug it around with me all over the place. Money's not every. Growing up rich, had its privileges for sure, but
Like you never had to learn about birds?
birds. No,
Birds are what?
birds are bees.
We're in a safety circle. You can say whatever you need. I swear I won't tell Duck.
No, birds. I wasn't gonna say anything bad about birds. I was just, I don't know. I thought you were about to give me the talk or something.
Oh yeah, you people do birds and bees when you want to talk about.
You keep saying that, you people. What are you? What? What do you mean, you people?
You. Oh, my brain just farted. What's this world called? I'm from the Feywild. They are from.
This world is called the Virlinia.
Yeah, but what's the plane?
The material plane?
Material. Yeah.
You material plane people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Birds and bees don't even have sex, so I don't understand.
I mean,
We have an
you
entire.
just want to be pleasant for the bee, I suppose.
Our library at home has an entire section called, we call it fiction, and it's just things that you all say.
So you want to keep more of this gold than you want to give to the rest of the party?
Is there anywhere I can buy a cloak of protection?
Yeah.
Does that count as armor? I'm trying to get like one more to my armor class, but I'm a barbarian, so I already have. I think a cloak of protection counts as armor.
It only
It
counts
goes
as armor.
over your armor.
Yeah, if it's labeled armor, it's armor.
There's like bracers too that give AC, I think, that don't count as armor.
Cloak of protection is 800 gold.
Okay, wait, let me look up these bracers. Bracers of defense. That would be nice. How much are bracers of defense?
I remember looking this up.
6 onions.
A lot more than 6 onions. Bracers of defense cost about 5,000 gold.
Yeah,
5
right.
5 to 6,000 gold.
Well, maybe we could invest some of this money into, some sort of pyramid scheme and double our money over time, and let's buy a pyramid.
I do have some leggings. Are you interested in leggings and being your own boss, Milo?
Well, I mean, I sort of am my own boss.
Fantasy LuLaRoe? Did you watch that documentary? I need to watch that.
I think
I
Will
think I
did.
watched that one. Yeah. So, Olena, if you do want the cloak, you can have it. It does not count as
And then
armor. It's
one more
800 gold.
question is how much is the ring of protection?
I think that's less.
If so, I believe it gives me the same.
It's +1 to armor class.
Yeah.
That's 9,000 gold.
9,000?
That's what
That's less.
That's what. Oh, I guess it's not less. That's what the internet says. Let me see. Oh,
That
so you can buy it in some places for 5,000 gold.
that's so weird.
I thought it was
Okay.
less.
Get the
Yeah.
gold, eh? So only 800 gold. It gives you what? +1 AC and +1 to save throws?
Yeah, I don't know why.
But-
I've seen on several websites Ring of Protection is around 5,000 gold.
Wow. Okay.
Cloak of Protection.
Yeah,
But
I'll
you
buy
know-
a cloak then, clearly.
You know Elena's track record with clothing items.
Clothing.
Well, this one's magic. I think it'll last a little bit.
Yeah. I'll
Yeah, also-
like put a protect. I'll spray it with protective.
It's really popping now. It's like shining in my eyes.
Okay, so Olena just bought a cloak of protection. So your armor class is now 15. Is that right?
Hopefully.
All right.
Everything Milo wants is way too
Armor
expensive.
class 15. So you're getting rid. So you're not wearing the navy blue cloak that you had from Tenoshimi Pass. You're taking that off.
Didn't realize I was still wearing that. Probably, yeah, no. Because that wasn't anything special, I don't think. That was.
No, everyone just got to pick whatever color they wanted on their coats. So
I
Olena
will
picked
try
it.
and buy a cloak of protection that looks similar, though.
Okay, so we can say that you did. You found a navy blue cloak of protection. Sure.
Milo also wrote that letter that he was talking about writing to his family, just saying, watch out.
And he's sending it through the Black Arms to send down to Stonica.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yes, sir.
Zahis will take it and have it be sent down.
At the bottom, he'll say, P.S. Money, please. And then he'll send it off.
All right.
Here's your bag of gold, Duck and Olena. Here you go.
Yeah.
Duck went out to the outhouse, came back in with a wrapped package, and was like, "We need to go."
Did you just poop that out?
Yes.
Say no more. Oh, by the way, here you go. And Milo will throw the bag of crystal shards, leather wrapping, and fishing line to Duck.
Awesome. Thank you.
And then he'll take 1 gold out of each. No.
Milo's too honest.
Yeah, Milo won't do it.
Yeah, that's good.
Yet. Milo wouldn't do it yet.
Aisling's just going to be the devil on the shoulder. Do it.
So the party makes their way to Mariner Town to Ronnie Tortellini's home, where you are attempting to deliver the head of Ariana Grandma.
Yep.
Knock, knock. Ernie appears at the door. He is surprised to see you here by the look on his face. And he says, okay, the Virlinian Vanguard, my future deputies. What do you have in the bag?
Pull up the head. Here we go.
Ah! Ah!
What's in the bag?
This old lady is Ariana Grandma. She was the head of the whole production of Kaif.
Was the head.
Well, now she's just a head, if you know what I mean.
Hey!
Hey.
But yeah, so one of 3 down. Working our way up the ladder.
You know, I told the other town council members that I thought you'd be able to do the job and come back without losing anyone from your team. And I'm very glad to see you all back here, dusted off, looking as strong as ever. You're going to be our future deputies for sure. I'm excited to be partnering with you. We have to end this kite business in town. Don't you agree?
Yeah, speaking of partnerships, it's more of an employment. With one of the three down, and then from the earlier endeavors in the arts district with shutting down the whole carousel, we were hoping to get paid, which is what we last left off of.
I agree. Well, the town council meeting's tomorrow night, and that's on the agenda. And I'm pleased to tell you that I will be advocating for you to get the maximum that the city can provide.
Yeah, I'm thinking like 5 figures each should do it. I mean,
not so well versed in business, are we? 5 figures is a bit much. You're only local heroes for now, but if you could manage to take out all of Gilmore's minions and the entire Kive trade, then yes, maybe we will be talking about 5 figures.
well, how much for this thing? As I shake the head around.
Well, I mean, I just wanted proof, so you can hand it over her, but I'm not paying you for her head.
All right. Well, so far you've snubbed us twice. That leaves a kind of a sour taste in my mouth. But
While Milo is like waving the head around, like Duck just uses minor illusion and makes the head smile at him.
Terrifying.
we'll kill your Gilmore. Don't you worry about it.
Yes, and I will get the town councils to get you your money.
All right.
I
Well,
feel like you said that last time we were here.
yeah.
Yes, and it's still not Mitrovok yet. That's tomorrow. The council needs to meet all 7 of us together to make these decisions. It's not like it's I have a family to run in addition to my business and the town council.
Bureaucracy
It's quite a lot.
always moves much too slowly for my taste, don't you think?
Well, if this were a smaller town or smaller village, then perhaps things would move a lot quicker. But the town council, we only have the time to meet once per week.
You'd be surprised. Towns generally work very slowly.
Remember when we
You would
brought
know.
that spear to Ravnica and they just paid us immediately for dealing with that guy that was killing all those ladies on the island? That was nice.
Oh, Rovnica,
Yeah.
the glitzy, fancy city of Rovnica. You can have your Rovnica if you like that part of the Seven Sisters. But we in Zadash pride ourselves on quality over quantity.
So we
All right.
left yesterday morning, and it seemed pretty contained with the whole kite thing. We shut down the carousel in the arts district, and then headed on our way. Now we're back, and we've noticed that hardly anyone's in the taverns. There's stoned people everywhere on the kite.
It's really
What
bad.
happened? Is the
It's
arts
really bad.
district, still a little messed up?
I would say it's still a little messed up, but it has recovered from the presence of the carousel that you so graciously busted up for us not too long ago. But people, I am sad to report that more and more people have been hooked to the bottle, and that's why we need you.
Yeah, we're on it. We're on it. Well, I'm gonna leave this here then. I'll put the head down on the doorstep. And does anyone else have anything to say to Ernie before we head on our way, or no? All right. Well, bye, Ernie. Get us paid.
He bows. He takes the head indoors and he says, "Oh, this smells awful." He's holding it very gingerly as he brings it indoors, and he shuts the door.
Put it in the fridge. Oh, we don't have fridges. Put it in an ice box.
Okay. So, Duck and Olena went to the University of Zadash to meet up with Professor Prodemos. So this is Olena. So Olena recognizes the dusty shelves and unkempt desk with books and scrolls open and all kinds of different materials all over the place. Professor Bodemus looks at both of you and nods and says, Buenas tardes. ¿Qué tal?
Hello, my friend. You sent a very demanding note my way. Said,
Ah, well, first of all, I'm glad to see that you all came back in one piece. I have some very serious news to talk to you about, Doc Olena. Through my research, I've been able to identify one of the things that Gilmore has been using to create these weird creatures in his laboratory. And I'm afraid that this device that he has found is not alone. I'm afraid that more than one of these devices exist. And I'm curious if you have the bandwidth to add this to your schedule, Duck. I know you're a busy, very busy one these days, but I thought who could do this job? Maybe the Vanguard could do it.
Oh, like to destroy it or do research into it or
"Do you
what are we talking
My
about?
my top choice is if you could find it so that I could conduct some research on it. But if you destroy it, that's better than nothing because I think it is connected to some evil in the realm.
And if we destroy it, hopefully there will be remnants for you to study.
Exactly.
Do you
You could-
believe this is being held at Gilmore's, in his laboratory, like at his home base? Sorry,
Yes, exactly.
I don't know what happened there. I was buffering.
It's
But
a
you-
device that's called Pet Mix. Pet Mix. It's some sort of magical box where you cast the word or the spell
pet mix?"
Pet Mix. It's this magical box where you can call forth any fantasy creature of your choice to be your beloved pet. And you can use it to create guards for your lair. You can use it to create monsters in your dungeon. It does require a password, but you cannot share that password with anyone. If you do, the box has certain percentage likelihood to turn on you. So what I've discovered about this box, and he looks directly at Olena and winks. What I've discovered about this box is that the lizards that run the Fight Club use it to conjure monsters for the event. So if you could sneak in there and retrieve it or defeat the creatures and bring it back to me, it would be very valuable for us to figure out how exactly it is used so that we can use that information to take down Gilmore and his crew. What do you think?
Two things, my friend. One, you're way too old for her and she's way too pretty for you. Two, sure, why not? We'll be there anyways. Like, it can't be that hard. Just steal a little box, bring a little box back here,
Well, and if I'm a distraction,
Little
for
box
while
snapping.
fighting, then
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Use your skills. If you want to go in bows blazing, you can do so. If you want to go in a little more stealthy, you can do so. I trust your party to make the right decisions. Ernie and I were talking about you this morning, and I'm very much inclined to vote yes on this proposal tomorrow night. So, my future deputies, and he kind of bows at the both of you.
We appreciate your thinking about it at
Yeah.
least.
And I don't know if you wanted these or not, but in case, here, I give him 3 bottles of Kaif.
What is this, a joke, Duck? This is something I'm trying to get rid of from the city. Why do you bring me this?
They're starting to put it into beer around here and trying to give it to children, which I'm all about those of, decision-making age that they should be able to choose for themselves. But, the little ones should not be having this forced upon them.
Oh, they shouldn't have them at all. What if it hinders their biological or intellectual development?
Okay,
Be drinking this at such a young age.
coffee, my friend. This is not coffee. Okay?
This is not coffee.
Like, let's not jump to conclusions here. Okay? Like,
Yes.
it's just, but I was wondering if maybe you could, I don't know, do your thing, or maybe people could look for this strain of it and identify
Yes.
maybe the beer.
That is one benefit if you're bringing me these bottles, is that I can run some tests on it. I can discover more of its properties. Maybe if I had a proper recipe, I could be able to detect what ingredients go into it and what the active chemicals are. That would be
Oh.
lovely.
A recipe?
Like this recipe?
Yeah.
You have a recipe.
Yes, and I'll.
Wonderful. Can I see it? Can you tell me what's in it?
There is beryllium salts, black fungal root from melastina. It's a language I don't speak. Well water, a dash of stonica phosphorus, and Ketsk Cabernet wine. All ingredients need to be boiled, then seasoned with Adamica honey and a dash of Stunica phosphorus to make a rich, shiny crimson ebony hue.
He looks over at Olena and says, Ketsk family wine is involved?
Yeah, it's not going well. My
You didn't have
family
any say in
has
this, did you?
no. My family.
No, they
has-
killed her. They killed her horse.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I should have
No.
let you share that
No,
instead.
it's okay. Thank you, Doc. Um, no, my family has been forced to flee, and they have taken over the family winery. I hope to meet up with them soon to figure out how we can return to our homeland. So, while our name is associated with the wine, it is not of our own volition.
oh my goodness. And now your family have fled. They are refugees.
Yeah, wealthy refugees, though. So
Wealthy refugees.
wealthy white human refugees. So I think we'll be okay.
Okay. I noticed that you're missing an ingredient on your list. There's also some Southern Virlinian tobacco called Sigasig Ah. That's one of the ingredients of Kaif, isn't it?
Is it?
Is it? I thought I copied it down.
I thought I did too, and I don't think I have Zigga Zigga on there.
So
I pulled the actual recipe out that I took off the wall and looked
So-
for it.
Duck discovers that ingredient is not listed on the ingredients that was in Ariana Grandma's kitchen.
Interesting. How
Does
do
it
you-
say
but-
or mention a secret ingredient at all, which is Zigga Zigga?
You mean the piece of paper from Ariana's place?
Yeah.
Why don't I have to make a perception check to see if you can inspect the recipe for more clues?
Perception. 2.
For a moment, Olena blacks out, and cannot read. The image of her horse is just preventing her from being able to concentrate in this moment. Milady, take the time you need to grieve the loss of your horse and your family. But I figure if once we're able to deputize you and your group, you'll have more power and more ability to find your family again. I think that's very important.
Yes, I agree.
I'm holding it up to the light, looking for invisible ink or something.
Make a perception check.
Or do
Yes,
I get the or am I Paterno, how do you know that it's missing? If you needed the recipe, my friend, how did you know it's missing an ingredient?
He says, well, I was speaking to Tiziano about this the other day, and Tiziano said that Monsieur Mauride was using Siga Siga in the kaif that he was making.
Could these just be different versions of it?
I
Not all MDMA is the same, but the chemical makeup is still the same.
You know what? I'm going to test out the bottles that you have, and I'm going to see if I can retrieve another bottle from Monsieur Mauride's residence to see if I can find an answer to your question.
I wonder if one is purer than the other, or if, one's maybe
Different
or
flavors?
something, or they're just trying to extend it, which is maybe making it a worse substance for you. So maybe they're giving what could be a good, item used to maybe help alleviate mental trauma
To make it into a bad
and turn it into a
high.
bad thing. Yeah.
Professor Podemos leans over and grabs your beak and kisses it and says, Suerte, suerte. I knew you were one of the smartest students I've ever had. That is
They're
absolutely
too young and beautiful for you.
That is absolutely the correct research question to be asking in this predicament, Duck. I think we need to find a solution to this.
I'm just flustered. Dude, consent is real. So,
He says, oh, I apologize. I know bird-human relation. Yes, I apologize.
but I'm glad that I'm asking the right questions. So that's an A on my final, correct? And I don't need to be here. Cool.
Yeah, I think at this point, if you can do the deed, you can skip the final and go straight to your dissertation.
Shit, I have to write that.
Yeah.
What can I do to get out of that?
Let me think on that.
Okay. Maybe bring you a box.
Bring me the box. Bring me the pet mix.
Is there a way to figure out
Maybe
what
I'll
the
just-
password is to it?
I don't know. That's why I would like to see the box.
Okay.
But maybe if you're smart enough, you could convince someone to explain how it works.
Yes, smart.
And when he says the word smart, he actually looks at Olena in that millisecond.
I think Duck is probably smarter than I am, but
Well, you know, some people are smart with their
Fortunate.
brain and some people are smart with their fists.
that's true. I'm not a monk though, so I can't like tell people have people tell me the truth when I punch them. I can just punch them, you know?
Yeah, you could punch the truth out of them, perhaps.
Is it only one person has the password, or is it there's one password per box?
Aye. Another fantastic question. And he leans in to try to kiss you again, and then he leans back and says, "Okay, I know, no kisses. But yes, that is another fantastic question."
It's okay, my friend. I understand in your culture, it's a much more physical culture.
In my culture, we do that. I know. I'm still getting used to Zadash. The Central Virlinia is just a different culture than mine.
But we'll see what we can do.
Okay, well, I'm here. I'm here tomorrow, and the town council is meeting tomorrow night. The Mighty Quill. I expect good news to happen on the agenda.
Yeah. But I am still asking, Professor, keep your wits about you. Let this, if this passes, and if you feel like this is the right thing to do, let's not make this, super open-ended where it could be abused by people or taken to the extreme. Let's make sure that there are some guardrails set in of what specifically this task force would be to be there to do. Because once again, people still need to have their liberties to make their own decisions, but at the same time, not the children.
No. I agreed. We are on the same page on that.
Okay, cool.
Hasta pronto.
Thank you, Professor.
See you soon. And he puts his
luego.
hands together and he bows.
All right, let's go get a pet mix box
Yeah.
and figure out the password.
So it sounds like they're using it to conjure. All right.
Exploding chickens.
Yeah. This is Emily speaking to Matt. The fight nights that Elena has been to, it's not person versus person, it's person versus creature.
Sometimes it's person versus person. Sometimes it's person versus creature.
Person versus creature. So we can assume that. Now I'm back to Elena. So sometimes it's person versus person, and sometimes it's person versus creature. So we can assume that the creatures that they acquire, which I thought was like, I don't know, not through whom humane means, certainly. I feel terrible about it every time. But are through this box. So maybe I don't feel as terrible. It's unclear.
If you kind of think about it, I mean, if they're just magically created creatures, it's almost like the more helpful for conservation efforts.
Yeah, because
Or unless maybe it's pulling it from like a different plane of existence, and we're completely slaughtering the whole like ecosystem of like another plane, and
that's
now we're
worrying.
just complete evil monsters that are not only destroying our own world already, but now on top of that, destroying another world. And
We had no idea the entire time, which
Yeah.
really sucks.
or
Okay,
if we
so-
do, we just don't care. That's
Right.
just like
Yeah. I wonder if the people who know the password know or understand, like you think they were given the box or they have the intention to, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Kill off an entire species.
But I mean, could you imagine like if you had that box and you just like repopulated the entire bee species just by like having like a swarm of bees come from this like pet mix box?
That would be really helpful, but you'd have to make sure it was the native bee species to the area, like, do you think it can conjure plants too, or like
I don't know.
plant trees with it?
It's not a plant mix box, but maybe we
Yeah,
could
that
like,
is true, pet mix.
reverse engineer it into a plant mix box.
Would be good. And then maybe if we could reverse engineer it as well to like take invasives out.
Or just like repopulate invasive to where invasive creatures originally come from and they're not invasive.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but that would be more like a teleportation box. So now we need a pet mix box, a plant mix box, a teleportation box, and
The sandwich, because I'm very hungry from all this
yes.
thinking.
Our trips are wonderful.
We do. Yeah, we have a good time. Okay, back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. I don't actually know the words to that song. Let us go to our friends.
Okay.
And your friends are at the
Now it's
Black
the
Arms.
professors.
Okay.
Well, we'll tell them everything.
Okay.
And he just grabbed your beak and kissed you without any permission or anything like that?
He means well. He means well. He just comes from a very flowery, culture that is very just friendly. Nothing meant negatively about. But I do think he has a thing for Olena. I'm not gonna lie. I mean,
He did wink at me.
like twice.
And how did him grabbing you by the beak make you feel?
I'm just sitting there nodding, like, oh, good job.
It's like,
I question some things, just questioning, like, does this like change our relationship, or do we just need to put up new boundaries? But then I got an A on my exam, and I was like, oh, this might be worth it.
All right, so it wasn't either negative or a positive experience for you.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Did you just get? Are you therapizing me?
No. And then Aisling, Milo will just turn to Aisling and be like, I still don't know if it's a good or bad thing.
We'll talk. Our next lesson is about it's okay to sleep with your professor for better grades.
Oh, all right. Okay.
that's a very Aisling thing to say.
Matt, put your hands over your ears.
Oh boy.
Would Milo know how much plate armor is, by the way? I think I'm going to take
Yes,
this.
he would.
And if it's too much money, then never mind.
I don't think it's that bad. It's 1,500 for
Alright,
suit of plate armor that gives you 18 armor class.
But
What
he
kind-
wants specifically
what kind of
plate
armor-
armor of the gods.
What kind of armor do you have now?
Yeah, that makes me invulnerable to everything.
Do you need
Besides
money,
love.
Milo? I can lend you some.
Oh no, I have money. It's a lot. Maybe I'll find some, or maybe
What kind of armor are you wearing currently?
a chainmail. It's pretty. It gets the job done. I think I'll be okay. That's
What about a breastplate?
my breastplate. How much is that?
I think
Yeah.
750 gold pieces the last time I saw in the shop window. And I don't think it's like a disadvantage on your dexterity checks, but it has an equal or similar AC level.
Breastplate.
Yeah, it does cost less. Looks like around 400 I'm seeing here.
And it's better than chainmail.
I
Believe
believe
AC.
so.
Let me
Or
see. AC
similar.
of 14.
And chainmail is.
Chainmail is what? 16? Or no?
Oh yeah, AC 16. Breastplate's
Okay.
a little lower.
Oh yeah, you could always get it on D&D Beyond, put it on to see what it does, and then take it off.
Yeah.
Never
What
mind.
if I traded in this here chainmail? Would that knock it down to say 300 gold?
Oh, I don't know. We'd have to figure that out.
All right, we'll figure it out later. For now, I'll just be in chainmail. To the fight.
Olena would know that there's a secret door behind the staircase where the guards Moana and the warden are standing, and that staircase leads downstairs into the fight room. Olena also would know that typically you would not want to be seen going down that staircase, and there's still about a dozen or so people in the Black Arms right now, so you might want to find a way to go down. Well, you could decide how you would like to go downstairs, if
Yeah, that's
and
it.
when.
Yeah, I want to discuss with my compatriots. So I'll fight, obviously. That's what I'm here to do, I guess. Do you guys want to go and steal the box, or convince the box person to tell you the password, or y'all have any?
Yeah,
So-
I suppose we could try and do that. Do you want any assistance with your fight? I could give you a couple things.
Like what?
I could give you just say a quick little prayer to my man Paylor, and he'll give you a couple AC if you want.
Oh, hell yeah, that would be cool.
All right.
Right before, like not. How long does it last?
It lasts 10 minutes.
Eh.
I'll do it before the fight.
Elena, what are the parameters of this fight?
I'll tell you.
Like, what's allowed? What's not allowed?
What is
So
allowed?
Olena would know that it's one combatant versus another, or one combatant versus like multiple enemies in a fighting pit. Olena would also know that the people who arrange the fights cast like a wide scale silence spell, so nobody else in the crowd can impact people who are fighting in the pit.
Is it weapons or no weapons?
You can use weapons,
Oh, okay.
and you
I
can
feel
cast
better
spells
now.
if you're the fighter.
No. I don't have any.
Do you normally need one of those people that gives you water and rags in the corner? As I just hop on your shoulder. It
So-
Do I
may
have a coach?
Yes, Olena.
yeah.
Olena's really good friend Beth used to be like that coach who would help give water and food and support and advice and patch up wounds and things like that. But Beth is not here right now.
I am in the search for somebody new for that because my friend Beth is apparently gone away to somewhere else. I can't remember the name of it right now.
Hazel Ward, of course.
Hazel
Yeah.
Ward, thank you. I was like, it starts with an H.
Oh yeah, she went to one of the other brothels.
Yeah,
Pays
she
fair
wanted to work
wages.
at the drag show, it sounded like, which means we'll see her soon, I suppose. Unless you
Yes.
die tonight. I mean, it could happen.
Wow. You're
Well,
right.
I mean, that's just the
anything's
harsh
possible.
realities of this world. It's
Milo.
So yep, I was
Milo can be
hoping
blunt
to go with
sometimes. Oh, Aisling, you're offering yourself up to be like the coach for
you.
Olena.
I definitely know things about coaching. Yes.
Hey, you don't have to coach me, but just give me some
I can-
water. That would be helpful.
And boom
was
the
gonna
shit
try.
out of you.
Yeah.
That's what I planned for today was boon
Mhm.
Olena to success.
I
Mhm,
love that
mhm.
for me and you and all of us.
Yeah, I
Also,
was gonna hold off and last minute cast Shield of Faith if he can. 60
Okay,
feet. But he has that prepared. You just
everyone's ready to buff Olena.
I
I'm
don't
so
have Shield of
nervous.
Faith.
Duck, I mean, we can try and steal that box while this is going on if you want. I'll cause a distraction maybe or something. You're pretty sneaky, I feel like. I mean, no offense, of course, but
None taken.
I mean, the way you almost got that beer without getting caught was pretty impressive. I mean, I've never seen someone pull something over as a hiss like that before.
It's just all about confidence some days, my friend.
Oh, maybe I got a thing or two to learn then, and then Mile will just prepare himself to steal something.
When we were out on our shopping trip, I just looked at my character and forgot what I was wearing. Could I have found studded leather armor?
Yes, you could have.
Okay. Is it just book price?
Yes.
Okay. And I took 100 off of what we split up for that powdered.
Okay.
Be also.
Yeah. So studded. Yeah, I see. Studded armor is 45 gold. You could easily buy a suit.
Oh, this world, they charge the same price no matter what size you are.
Yeah, it's a little messed up. I mean, there's so much less material waste for us small folk, and here we are paying the same for the large ones.
Anyways, we have to figure out the way in. That is are there any people in here now that we've been talking?
I mean, it looks like people in the bar are talking to each other, but there are people around that would notice or people going missing.
Milo's just gonna loudly announce to the guards, like, I'll need an upstairs service, and then he'll wink and start pointing down and like gesture towards towards where the door is.
So you're gonna say upstairs, but point downstairs in a hidden
Yeah,
way.
wink at the guards a couple times.
Can you make either a stealth or sleight of hand check?
I'm gonna
see
go
if that
for
avoids
stealth 'cause it's
detection.
disadvantage.
Okay.
+0 for it.
Mhm.
Sleight of hand is also +0. 8
Both 6, right?
in a 10. I've rolled an 8 for my stealth.
Milo, you're fairly sure. You're getting the feeling that somebody behind you is looking over your shoulder. So
It's
you're not
me.
told.
I literally
So-
can't not see you do that.
I'll turn around and say, "Mind your own business, Ainsley."
Ah!
I'll just open the door and walk downstairs because I don't.
Oh,
care.
Milo will open the door.
Yeah.
Hey.
I'll try to.
Okay. So one of the guards walks over, the guard named the warden, very tall, bald guy, and says, "You're
What?
gonna pay to go down there?"
Well, I got a dog in the fight tonight. I thought I got a free pass.
Oh yeah. I was just messing with you. It's free to go down. Just
Yeah.
good luck, and don't get in any trouble.
Yeah, I'll try not to. You know me, though. I might. And then give him the, "Hey, you old so-and-so," and walk down the stairs.
He whispers at Olena and says, "Watch for your friend."
Sure.
I'm
I'm
nervous
gonna
about
follow
that
him
one.
down the stairs. Come on, guys.
Can we get a sense? You said something about a silent spell,
Yes.
like where that is, or like, is there a specific time that if we're going to cast spells on someone that we need to do it? Like, do we know? where
Olena
that
would know
is?
that the answer to that is yes. Let's go downstairs, shall we?
Downstairs. +2 to your AC whenever the fight starts.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just tell you what I'm going to do to you also, so you can be prepared.
Terrifying.
Your jump distance will be tripled. That one's just for a minute.
Okay.
You will have 10 feet of extra speed for an hour.
Oh, that's great.
Very good.
And I will ask you which weapon you're planning on using. Because I know you have 15 axes strapped to your back.
Well, Olena's Berserker axe is cursed, so she can only use that
The
axe.
only one I can use.
Otherwise, she takes her other weapons at disadvantage, which
And we haven't
We got
gotten
it.
a vibe yet that there's something up with that axe. Like, it's just Olena.
Oh, Elena really
Well,
likes her new axe. I'll
yeah.
tell you. It's
Olena attuned to it, so Olena would know all of that.
Yeah, which
Which
sucks
means-
because it's still the same thing as my other axe. It's just a +1 axe. It's just cursed.
Well, you get some extra hit points too,
Oh, okay.
and it's
Ah,
extra
that's
dangerous.
I
So
will. I'll
Go ahead.
touch it.
The axe, okay.
And cast elemental weapon on it. So you get +1 bonus to attack rolls, and it deals an extra d4 of. You normally do lightning damage with your bonus thing, right? So it'll do an extra d4 of lightning damage.
Cool.
Wow.
I should go get real dice for this, it feels like.
That also lasts an hour, but I'm concentrating on it. So
Okay.
So, are you doing all of that now as you walk in, or
no, I would have done it
At the last minute, yeah.
like based on where that barrier of silence is, where I wouldn't be able to do it.
okay?
You know
So,
what I mean?
just to be clear, like, you haven't seen the Aisling hasn't seen the room yet, so
Right.
you would only be able to understand all this once you walk inside and get a sense of where all the placements are.
Right.
Well,
Just
Lena
to
was
save time, I'm just saying these are what I will do.
These are what you will do.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Um,
Okay. So the party has made their way downstairs into the underground fight club of the Black Arms. It's a large square room, about let's say about 120 feet square. And where the staircase ends into a wide entrance, you can hear or you can see some like fist pumps and what looks to be cheering from fans, as well as some groaning from the competitors that are in the center of the room, which is a pit that is like below the ground level. This wide pit is about 50 foot square, and it's clearly the fighters' arena, splattered with blood and guts from earlier battles tonight. On the western side of the pit you see a large, colorful, mechanical screen, which is currently blank. Inside the pit is one of Olena's Fight Club colleagues, who Milo has met before. This colleague's name is Olena Ketsk. She's sweating and wiping her brow. She slashes a growling orc with a blade, and you can all see and hear her. A glint in her eye flashes a moment of recognition to Olena's appearance in the crowd, causing her to smirk and shout at you. Aha! Look what cat dragged in. Comrade, Olena, this is from us. And she takes her sword and slashes it across the orc in front of her. This is, again, Olena Ketsk. She's 6 foot tall. She has long blonde hair tied back by a green ribbon. She's wearing dark red lipstick, which is huge hoop earrings in her right ear, and studded leather wraps around her barbarian fists. Her sword penetrates the orc's stomach right as the 4 of you walk into the room. And as the blade comes down, she swings her body around such that she also slashes into the 3-foot-tall cockatrices that are also surrounding her. She manages to slash all of the cockatrices' heads off. She spins around in a circle, causing them all to erupt with a spurt of blood as their bodies kind of with their last nerve endings flap their wings and fall to the floor. The one of the last cockatrices that's around her mercilessly lunges forward and pecks into Aliona's arm that's holding the blade, ripping out a large chunk of flesh. And with a shriek, Aliona leaps into the air and plunges her blade down into the head of the final cockatrice, landing on the ground behind it and murdering it. It's at this point that you all notice that the silent spell has dissipated, because you can see a lizard folk person on the stage on the western part of the room use their hand to close the spell, and the crowd is now roaring with applause. It's at this point you can also see a few people are also moaning with disappointment because they must have lost a bet. It's also at this moment that you see, standing not too far from the eastern edge of the pit, several people that you've met before, including another one of Olena's Fight Club colleagues, Oksana. So this is where you enter the room. Currently, there's no silent spell that's active. You also see on the stage on the far left, there are actually 3 lizard folk people. One of them that's in the northern part is wearing a bow, and you can see has some magical runes etched into their skin. You see another one sitting next to a fairly large, I would say about 1.5 feet, wooden box that seems to be projecting this large rectangular image onto the pit. And the image is currently blank. It's pretty obvious to Olena and Aisling that this is what pet mix is. To the south of that person, you see somebody.
It's that big ass box. Okay.
It's that big ass, yes. And to the south of that person is a very regal looking lizard folk person. This is somebody that Olena recognizes as the High Priestess of the Fight Club. So it's at this moment that Aliona is kind of dusting herself off as all the enemies around her are dead, and there are some minions that are dragging the bodies across the pit to clear off the pit and prepare it for the next fight.
Did you say the High Priestess or the High Keistess?
High Priestess.
Okay.
And I'll tell you this person's name. The High Priestess's name is Srakka.
And the one that's next to the guy, like we feel like that's the pet mix box.
The person who's sort of in control of that box, you don't know that person's name, and Olena does not know that person's name, at least not yet. The person with the bow and the runes on their face, you also do not know this person's name, at least not yet. As you step in, you notice a lot of people that you haven't seen before, as well as some people that you have met before. You see Olivia, a wine drinker from Hazelward, is standing there with a martini. You see another few people from Lashina, another few people from some other towns and villages. And walking in your direction right now, actually, they were walking in behind you, is the gnome Davenon, who was the same gnome that used to work for Antonia Cannelloni. And he leans over and looks at you, and you can all tell that his breath smells of beer. And he's not wearing glasses anymore, so he's really like kind of squinting as he's looking at you. And he's leaning towards I guess Duck is closest. He's leaning towards Duck and say, help a brother out. Gold piece, 5 gold pieces, 10, whatever you got. I'm in real bad tonight. Hands out his palm.
My friend, I feel bad for you. Here, take these 5 gold pieces, and I'm gonna just hand him 5 silver pieces with mirror image on them.
So he thinks that they're gold.
Mm-hmm.
He takes them with glee and runs over to the northeast corner of the room, where there's like a makeshift bar set up, and you can tell he's put it down and looks like he's gambling with the money you just gave him.
Well, we can place bets over there, and Milo will go over there.
Okay.
800 gold on that big fighter over there.
Uh,
Don't lose my money, Olena. No pressure, but this is all I have.
Oh, that sounds like fun. 500 gold on her too.
Olena, do you think they're betting on you or on me?
Probably you.
That's what I figured. They said
What
big.
are the odds?
Yeah, I feel like our fighter's a little underwhelming, if I'm being honest. So if they
Because
win,
I'm leaning back so far.
We'd like to know the over/under, please.
yeah,
It's
This
at
is
this
It's not
point
legal
that
in this state.
it is now.
That's true.
the human man that is staffing the bar and serving beer and taking bets introduces himself as Salazar and says to you, Milo, you're joking with the 500 gold. We are not that kind of establishment. The bets do not go that high here at Fight Club.
Oh, he said 800.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
I'll
maximum
walk
is
over and say,
100.
please don't bet that high. Yeah, so it's not
What's
that big a
you
thing.
said 100 gold's the max bet?
The maximum is 100, and most people, and he eyeballs the room, cannot even afford that. And he
Oh,
looks
yeah.
you up and down and says, "But you."
It's
Let's
not
make-
a very high class establishment down here, you know.
I'd like to make 5 100 gold piece bets.
No,
I'll do 8, please. Yeah.
I hate all of you.
Salazar takes out a ledger and says, "You mean 100 gold bet?"
I suppose if we're dealing with chump change, we can do 100 gold bet.
Yep.
I might
So-
not even do well, so
You're gonna, Olena. I don't want to hear that from you right now. I've seen you kill many of things in my day.
I didn't have enough caffeine today. That's Emily talking.
Get some coffee in you and maybe a little bump of cocaine or something, and get back in it.
It's evident that Salazar knows who you are, and he says, "Okay, Duck, 100 gold. Milo Goldfoot, 100 gold. I have your names. Place your bets." And he points his hand towards a tray where he expects you to put your 100 gold down.
Oh yeah, sure. I guess just 100 gold. Here we go.
Yep.
Remove
Um,
100 gold.
Aliona, who's sweating and wiping some of the guts and blood off her body, walks up to you, Olena, and says, comrade, here to fight tonight."
Ayana, darling, you know I like to keep it clean. You better not touch me with all those guts all over your body.
"No, I will never touch you or your nice new dress.
How are
you
you
look
doing, my
fantastic.
darling?
You look fantastic. Where have you been?"
Oh, out and about. Let me fucking tell you. You know, just I don't really even know.
Well,
We've been to
well.
Blush and you know, been to Hazelward. I can't remember the last time I saw you since then. Like where we've been. You know, it's
Ah.
all been sort of a wash.
Traveling woman, I like very much. I
Hey,
like
have
the
you heard
fact that.
anything from my family? Just wondering.
Oh, you should ask Oksana. Oksana's from Stormseye. I don't know what's going on with your family. Why? Why do you ask?
Well, just interesting things happening around the area. With you know.
With-
the vineyard.
What will you tell me?
Bad things. I think my family got kicked out of their own vineyard by force. So.
Do you need backup?
Oh,
And she's kind of punching her
I will
fist.
call you. You know I will call you.
Girl,
So don't even worry
girlfriend,
about that.
girlfriend. If you need backup, Iona has your back.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate it.
And she says, I need to take care of my wounds.
Oh, yes.
You talk to your friends, and maybe we'll see you fight tonight.
Oh, you know it.
And Iona kind of disappears and starts to nurse her wounds. What's the rest of the party doing?
I'm just staying beside Olena wherever she goes. I have somehow procured a towel.
Okay.
On my neck.
I love it.
And a spit bucket.
Oh, are those not provided? Shoot. Elena, don't move. And I'll scurry off and then find a spit bucket and come back.
I'm not a huge spitter.
I don't need to know these things.
Savior, Salazar, what are those bottles back there? Looks a little dark for beer.
Milo, you definitely notice it's not just beer that's at the bar, but kaif. And that several of the people around the bar, as well as people who are watching fights, are drinking kaif, or they're wearing weenie babies around their neck or around their belt. And you're guessing that they might be hiding kaif inside their stuffed animals.
It seems like a whole different establishment down here compared to up there. Pretty zero tolerance on the whole kaif there. Where'd you get this stuff?
Are you talking to Salazar?
Yeah.
Salazar shrugs and says, they ship it in, I serve it. I don't ask questions.
Who's they?
Well, he motions over to the lizard folk on stage. The ones that pay me.
All right. Don't look over there later. Bye.
Okay. Aisling is staying by Olena. What is Duck doing in this moment?
Duck is now staying by Milo to keep Milo from getting killed.
And Milo's looking at Olena and saying, "Got this. Don't cost me 100 gold."
Milo, we need you to calm down and stay focused. Like,
You're right.
The long game, not the short game, and don't put so much pressure on her.
You're right.
It helps. What do I
Don't
know
lose
about
our
the High
fucking gold.
Priestess? Okay. What do I know about the High Priestess?
You know that this High Priestess you've seen at every single fight that you've been at so far. This is High Priestess Srakka. You don't know where they're from, but you do know that they seem to adjudicate the fights, and that the chest that she is sitting in front of keeps the bets and spoils that have been collected from people who have lost.
Okay.
So you know that she is powerful to some regard. And the lizard folk that are all on stage are speaking in lizard to each other.
Anyone speak whatever language they're speaking over there?
Probably not.
Very. Hey, well, good luck, Olena. No big deal if you lose. I mean, it's only 100 gold. Easy come, easy go, they say.
I mean, it can only, could feed like 90 orphans. But,
Yeah.
I mean, with the way they spend money, probably for like 2 days, but...
That's true. Well, let's go kill some orphans. I mean...
Potentially, I mean, you never know what the background story of this person is that you're fighting. You could ask before, maybe it'll throw them off a bit.
That is true.
Well, good luck down there. We're all counting on you. We'll try and get this boxed. I think Duck and I have it. Good luck down there, Coach. I'll give a pat on the back to Aisling.
Aisling's just trying their best to do an impression of Milo. Like, it's not all about money. It's not all about money.
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty rich. Yeah, it's all right. Just a snobby little rich kid response back to Aisling. Whatever that is in your head, that's what Milo did.
Am I next up, or is there like another fight happening before?
Right now, Olena is waiting for the next combatant to appear in the ring, after which somebody will volunteer to be the next fighter, after which people will make bets.
Okay.
So Olena is noticing at this point that the three lizard folk on stage are talking to one another, and the one in the middle is saying something in a whisper to the box. And you now see the screen, the large kind of rectangular screen that's facing Pit, start to illuminate in stripes of different colors going horizontally. And all of a sudden, a large monster appears with horrible-looking flesh that looks to be rotted and eaten. There are scabs and wounds coming from the flesh and bone of this hideously stitched together creature. The creature's mouth has gums that are stitched together, so it can't actually talk, it can only moan. And it's making this horrible sound.
Wow, that's awful.
The center lizard folk on stage is now speaking in common, saying, Who is next to enter the pit? And he hisses and looks at Oksana and looks at you, Olena. Who is
I'll make
next?
eye contact with Oksana and be like,
Oksana bows and says, No, you take it, girl. Cheddar you than me.
oh, right, I forgot she likes cheese puns.
Loves cheese.
I volunteer as tribute.
Yes.
Ah!
Yes, Olena, breathe the fun.
Does
So,
Milo
Olena-
have any idea what this thing is from his study of undead things, creatures?
Somebody can make an intelligence check. Elena would know at this point, after you volunteer, you would walk into the pit at a distance from the monster, and other people in the Fight Club will start making bets on who they think they will win. So everyone is kind of noticing that people are walking towards Salazar pub and placing small amount of gold down. Davanan, in particular, is kind of rubbing his hands and says, I can double my luck. I can double my luck.
So this is where we could do our stuff.
Correct.
We saw who whispered the password into the box.
You saw it was the lizard person in the center of the stage. The person, someone whose name you don't know yet.
I'll try to gather everyone around and say, Milo, do your little thing where you pray for us, and I'll make a big show out of us, like laying hands on Olena and, oh dear Palor and other beings that other dear Jesus, protect this fighter.
Milo's just in the background, churching it.
Milo, you stop being in the background. Get in the circle.
Oh, sorry, I just love what you're saying.
And I will do all of those things that I said earlier, except it does not do lightning damage. It does fire damage because this thing looks like you should burn it and not strike it with lightning.
Okay.
+2 AC.
Okay, so extra D4 fire damage,
Yes.
17 armor total because it's +2 AC,
Ooh.
speed +10, and +1 to attack.
And you can jump far.
And yeah.
And you
All
can jump
right.
real far.
And Duck pats her in the bag and says, go get him.
Damn, Duck.
Thanks, Steph.
That's some crazy inspiration.
Olena, you feel so mightily empowered. There's like a rush of energy that goes through your veins that both accepts your anger and profits from the emotion that is now bubbling up through your body. You feel some of the most ready you have ever felt in your life to fight something.
I've got good friends. Let's fucking go.
And
All right.
As she's leaving, I'll whisper in her ear, Olena, where do I go?
You can go with them if you want.
Yeah.
I'll just give you the towel and the bucket.
Thank you.
Milo's standing as close as he can to the stairs up to the
Yeah.
stage
Okay.
and watching down the pit.
And Duck is over there still trying to make sure he doesn't do anything stupid.
Okay. So Olena enters the pit.
Yeah, I'm gonna move to the other side and kind of get
Okay.
in with the crowd.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh
and-
wow! So you're in with this crowd with some gnomes, this goblin lady, a couple people from Lashina who says D-Day to you as you walk over, and as well as some other folks from Zadash who kind of just nod at you as you enter the crowd.
I'll use a quarter of my attention on Olena, but most of my attention is trying to just watch the crowd and
Okay.
listen and see if, like, just observing kind of things that are happening around.
Make me a quick perception check then. Actually,
You suck. 12.
your passive perception is actually really good.
Yeah.
So a couple things that you're able to pick up, Aisling. You're hearing somebody say that somebody broke into the Knives Be Sharp weapon shop this afternoon and stole money from Villa.
God damn it, Milo.
You're also hearing a rumor that people on Kaif, people that were high on Kaif, stole a big shipment of cheese, which is going to make Oksana mad later tonight. And the third thing that you hear, Aisling, is that people are whispering about Duck and saying things like, he should watch himself, that rich, arrogant creature. He should watch himself tonight. So you're hearing all this amongst the crowd around you.
Oh, not Milo is rich.
Oh, so you say it's Milo that's rich.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's at this moment that the northernmost wizard starts waving their hands to cast a silence spell, and the crowd kind of lurches a little bit forward towards the edge of the pit to watch what happens. Olena, if you could roll for initiative, please.
Sorry, I just had to put on my duel music so I can get myself hyped up.
Yes, let's do it.
I was trying to start an Olena chant, but we'll see how it goes.
11.
This thing got a 13.
So what's quiet? Are the people silent around me? Do I see mouths moving but not hear
You're
anything?
seeing mouths moving, but you can't really hear them. So they're putting their hands in their pockets and they're moving about and they're talking to one another, or they're trying to talk to one another. But it's mostly like fists that are like cheering for Olena or cheering for the creature.
Does it look like the lizard people are able to talk to one another?
It does look like they are able to talk to one another.
Okay, so
Must be an area of effect.
I'm just getting kind of the lay.
I don't know that. Sorry.
Emily knows that.
What about the bar? Are people still able to go and order drinks?
People are still able to order drinks at the bar. That seems to be one place where people can talk.
Cool. Sorry, I'm just trying to get the lay before I fuck shit up. Yeah, so Olena, you can't speak the entire time. You can't make a single noise. You need to be
Olena
quiet.
can speak. Inside the pit, the creatures can
You
speak.
can't hear me. Because you're in the silence, right?
Yeah. So
Ah!
you need to mute yourself while you do this.
Okay.
The creature's movement is
4 million.
And Milo and Duck still here?
no, they're also in the silent zone. It seems to go along the perimeter of the pit.
Okay. So like if Duck moved over here, he can?
He cannot hear if he's standing there.
Milo's gonna mime at Duck.
What's he miming? What's this?
SOWS.
Yes.
SOWS. Sows?
303?
It's at this point that
seconds.
it's at this point there's this horrible creature with like half stitched together bones and whose mouth is also stitched together, lumbers forward very slowly and goes forward about 25 feet, and it lunges its arms out at Olena while moaning. And that's the end of its turn. Olena, your next act.
I would like to rage.
Okay.
Okay. So I just learned this about Storm Aura. You gain the aura when you start your turn, or when you start your rage. So she automatically will have to make a Dex saving throw as I rage.
24.
Oh my god! Well, she still takes half damage. So she takes 3 lightning damage, but it might be
Great.
halved again. Does it look like
Okay.
the lightning does?
Olena, you notice as your lightning crackles through the air and hits the flesh, when it enters the flesh, it just sizzles, and this it's like smoke comes off, and it doesn't burn the flesh.
Okay.
Looks like this lightning is not doing the kind of damage that you want.
Well, I'll attack her.
Okay.
And I get an extra +1 to attack.
I think so. From easily. I
Okay,
think.
18 on the first,
An 18 hits.
and a 13 on the second.
13 also hits.
Okay, cool. 31 slashing damage,
Okay.
and then 4 fire damage.
Okay.
And you will use my slasher feat to reduce its speed by 10.
Okay.
Duck is gonna minor illusion. I think I can without needing voice.
Olena,
I
that's
can. So a minor illusion, riding in the air, saying, "I think she has some anger," for Milo to see.
Olena, that's a D4 every time it hits. Also,
Oh, okay, so it was 4 points and 1 extra point of fire damage.
Okay.
Thank
You
you.
have to be standing next to it, right? So you've actually run up to it
Yeah.
to use your axe. Okay.
you got a really long axe.
Olena, you with your axe, you have sliced off so much flesh. Both of its arms are dripping in wounds, and it's putting its hands in front of you again, trying to kind of slash you with its claws. So it's gonna hit you with its right claw with a 20 to hit. That should hit. So
Yeah.
its first claw will do 13 points of bludgeoning damage. It's gonna then slam you with its second claw with another 20 to hit. That's gonna do another 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Is that
Okay.
already halved or
Is that
not?
both 6? Since she's raging? It's
Mhm.
half.
I think it might be half, right? Because you're
Is it
raging.
6
Yeah, so
or
a total of 13, pretty much. 'Cause it's
total?
Yeah, you could take 6 and 6 actually. It's a total of 12 damage.
okay. Whenever a hostile creature damages you while the axe is in your possession, you must succeed on a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw.
Go for it. See what happens.
18.
So you succeed. As it slams into you, it's trying to say something, but all it can emit is pain. It's your turn to act.
Oh, sorry.
The crowd is, you can see from the corner of your eye, Olena, the crowd is cheering for you. And everybody around Aisling seems to be supporting you, Olena.
Wow, that's lovely. I don't know why it doesn't make my AC less but whatever. Okay, I know what it is at least. I'll do the same thing. I'll attack her twice. See what happens. Oh, bad. 10. Okay, so the first was an 11 to hit.
An 11 hits.
And the second was a natural 20.
Uh-oh.
Which means I do something a little extra, I think.
Okay.
I grievously wound it. Until the start of my next turn, the target has disadvantage on all attack rolls.
Okay. No.
Okay. Do you want
This
me
poor
to
innocent being.
roll twice or double the dice?
Double the dice for that second attack, yeah. The critical. Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy. Okay. 2, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 25 points of slashing. One. 4 total points of fire.
Fire.
It has to make a.
Wouldn't the fire also be doubled for the crit? Because it's
Oh yeah, would it?
double the dice.
Does the
Any
fire
die
count
roll.
for the 20, or does the fire count for the other attack?
It's all dice you roll.
It's
I
for the
think, usually.
20. It's for
Okay.
for both attacks.
Yeah,
So
it's
that's-
anytime it hits.
Total
Not
of
like
7
bottom.
points of fire damage.
7 points of fire damage. Okay.
Yes. And then she has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, she got an 18 on the save.
Okay, so she takes 1 point of lightning damage.
Okay.
So she
The light.
doesn't
It
take
looks
any
like the lightning
damage.
is absorbed,
Okay.
but it also looks like it was really offended by that amount of fire damage. It's kind of like turning its nose up at you.
Are you okay? Are you like moan grunt twice for no.
Okay. Okay, so it has a special ability, which doesn't do a lot because there's only one person in front of it. It looks like there's a new terror that has entered its eyes as it lunges forward at you and tries to punch you again with both of its arms. That's a 19 to hit on the first roll. It's going to do 13 points bludgeoning.
Was that a disadvantage?
Oh, that was. At disadvantage, it's going to miss. At a disadvantage, it's a 10. Thank you for that. And does its second attack also at disadvantage?
Yeah, until my next turn, I think.
Okay. The second attack.
Till the start of my next turn. Yeah.
Just don't ever start your next turn then.
The second attack, it's got an 8. So it is very offended, and you can see that there's it looks like tongues are trying to emerge from the stitches in its mouth. At least one tongue is trying to emerge. That's the end of its turn. Olena, it looks like it's almost dead. The wounds that you've put into its arms have cut away at it such that you can see some of the inner bone that's barely now attached to the rest of its body.
13 to hit.
It hits.
And a 23.
Olena, tell us how you murder this creature.
Oh, I would like on the first attack to rip off the seams on its mouth.
Oh no! Okay.
And then the second attack, I guess I'll cut off her head.
Okay. As you slash at the seams of the mouth, it lets out a horrible guttural grunt. And as you chop its head off, all these guts come out of its neck. The crowd is like disgusted
step
by
back.
this. You managed to dodge all the guts landing on your dress. The crowd kind of like recoiling in disgust, but also excited at the fact that you beat it, and they're pumping their fist. It's at this point that the silent spell is over, and you can hear all around you the echo in the room. Olena! Olena! People are crowding around the bar to get their money, and you can see that the lizards on stage look very upset about this, and they're saying something to one another in lizard. Olena, you've won this fight.
That's the most powerful I've ever felt.
How much money do we collect from our $100 bet or our 100 gold bets?
If you bet 100, you get 100 from that.
So 200 gold altogether.
Mm-hmm. Somebody runs over to you who's drinking out of a wine glass and leans forward and says, hi. Remember me, Olivia, wine drinker, she, her. You did so great tonight. I'm a fan. We should start a fan club for you, Olena. I would like to be the president of that fan club. What should we call your fans?
I stare at her silently. Bloody axe
says,
still in my hand.
Oh, okay. You might still be raging. Okay, well, good job tonight. I won some money. I'm going to take it home and get a nice bottle of Ketsk wine. So I'll support your family as well. Nice talking to you. I'll come visit Hazelward again sometime.
Oh, I will. Yes, thank you.
She runs back to, presumably, her friends. So the silent spell is lifted, and you can hear, like, your friends seem to be excited for you. at least the ones that are around the stage.
Did you guys get the box?
Milo and Duck, what are you doing right now?
Milo's coming up onto the stage.
Are you trying to do so stealthily?
No, he's gonna shout out to the lizard people.
Milo, as soon as you enter the stage, the lizard that is closest to you, you can see is carrying a wand, and he turns in your direction and says, "You don't want this tonight."
Milo says, "By the order of Pelor, give me that unholy box." And he'll put his hand on his sword.
So it's kind of like a standoff?
Yeah. And he's trying to intimidate them into backing down.
He's trying to intimidate them. Make an intimidation check, why don't you?
Well, he's like doing that kind of minor illusion, like fire coming out of his eyes.
Yes, well, sure.
Like the golden light of Palor, rather.
Do I get anything
Milo,
for that?
Why don't you take an intimidation at advantage?
Okay.
God damn it, you little halfling.
14 intimidation altogether.
At this point that you have the attention of all of the lizard folk on stage, and you can tell they are also standing with ready to engage in combat, and they're all talking to you, saying, "This is not how Fight Club goes." And you can see that Milo, you can see that the weapons they're carrying are of severely high grade, and that their muscles are some of the strongest muscles you've seen on any creature. Not sure that you're not sure what this means.
Milo's gonna pop his traps a little bit and be like, "By the order of Pedal, give me that bloody box!"
He's suddenly British?
That's his paladin voice when he's yelling at people.
Yeah, excuse me, I don't know, you need to give me that box. I mean, that you just spawned some unholy creature, and we can't have that in Zadash, especially at this time. Also noticed that you're distributing Kaif over there, so that's not ideal either. The council will want to know about that. I mean, maybe I can avoid telling them if you give me that box and
the lizard creature that's closest to you says, it's evident you don't belong here. Go now. This is your last warning. And he's got his wand ready. The other lizard folk behind them have weapons ready. Their lizard teeth the rows of lizard teeth are like gleaming, saliva dripping down. The crowd is starting to kind of turn a little bit. All the chanting that was going for Olena has kind of ceased, and there's like a very heavy pause in the air. So people are kind of not sure what's happening on stage.
Milo's just gonna look at Duck.
The guy with the wand, can I get him to roll a wisdom save, please?
11.
So he fails. And I'm going to command that he, throw. So, throw the wand. Throw.
The wand. Okay, so everybody who is engaging in battle, roll for initiative, please. And this creature will throw the wand. And it will land about 10 feet away from him. It's kind of struck the wall, the most western wall, and it's landed on the floor in front of him. This creature kind of does not know what sort of just happened. They've got this look of disbelief on their face when this happens.
So it will be like that takes his turn.
Yeah, that will take his turn.
So we're still rolling initiative, even though I haven't drawn my blade or anything yet. I'm still trying to de-escalate. Lay down your weapons. Yeah.
I thought Duck was trying to escalate.
You call that de-escalation, Milo?
Oh, yeah.
Give me the fucking
In
box!
Milo's mind, he's like, "Oh, I already got one of them to give up. Okay, here."
I think this is not a de-escalation anymore. Because
Yeah, we're gonna have to teach Milo what
him.
de-escalate means.
He's a cop, it's all he knows.
Yeah, I pull out my notebook, rearrange my lesson plans for my
All right.
Guys, I pretty much work here. Okay, fine.
Sorry, Elena. Oh shit! I rolled a terrible initiative. 3.
Are we gonna die?
Probably.
3 for Milo. Okay. Okay. So everybody in the crowd can see, Duck, what you've done, and they are screaming and heading towards the exit. As people start screaming their heads off, Alyona says to you, good luck, comrade. Maybe I'll see you in Storm's Eye or at the Black Arms.
Yeah, hopefully. You don't want to fight alongside me in this? I don't know what's happening.
Oh, do you... she says, Oksana, we must have our comrades back, actually. And Oksana nods and says, yes, it will be for the best. Sorry. I had another cheese pun ready, but I can't do it now.
Do it.
Oksana draws her sword and says, it will be Gouda.
No!
Fight again.
No, we don't want your
Yes,
help.
girl power! Let's fucking go! I rolled a 6!
The party was wiped before their initiative.
And I still have all these boons on me, right? It hasn't been longer
Yes,
than
you
10
do.
minutes.
You
Okay,
can
so I need to
right on
add
the stage.
Oksana and Alyona both get a turn in the turn order, so let me add them in. They're on your side. Alyona got a 17. Oksana got a 19. So, Olena, your two friends are actually going to go first.
Damn.
Sure, go for it, girls.
I'll tell them we're trying to get that box for the council.
Woman, anything you say, we have your back. Oksana runs forward. Okay, her movement's 35. She can get to about here. She can get to right behind you, Olena, and says,
No, literally,
oh,
I have your back.
the box. Get the box. Yes. Alyona will do the same. Alyona will run up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and she'll pitch an arrow aiming at the lizard that lost its wand. So, okay, I don't know if this is at disadvantage. How far is this? I need a ruler check.
Is it a short bow?
100 feet. It's a longbow.
That won't be a disadvantage.
100 feet is not a disadvantage? Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's 150, 300.
Okay. It's a 24 to hit.
Yes.
She's gonna sling the arrow right in the air. It's gonna land in the hand of the creature on stage who shrieks at the party and shrieks in pain as it's looking around, kind of searching for its weapon. That's gonna end Alyona's turn. This creature, as part of its turn, is dropping its wand on the floor. It's going to use the rest of its turn to take its movement and pick up the wand. Hold on a second. Does that count as an action?
So with command, like that is their entire turn is throwing it.
Oh, that's an entire turn, so it can't do that. Okay. Can it back away from you?
Yeah.
Huh. It's going to back away from you, Duck, as much as it can. So that's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's the end of its turn. Olena, you're next to act.
So what's my jump? 3 plus my strength mod? 3, 6 times 3?
Yeah.
Times 3. So what's that, 45?
No.
Is it?
It's
What is it?
Your strength modifier.
Yeah, so my total jump is 6 feet.
Times 3.
Yeah.
But then
It's not really
your,
that far at all.
your long jump is different.
Yeah, if you're running, you get like a boost to your jump.
You get a... Mm-hmm.
Okay, wait,
Yeah, if you're
sorry.
making a long jump, you cover a
never
number of
jump.
feet up to your strength score if you move at least 10 feet immediately before the jump.
Oh, okay, I'll do that.
Do like 16 plus 3 times your
16
modifier.
times 3, then?
No, 16 then plus 3 times your strength modifier. I think.
Which is plus 3.
Mhm.
So
So 19
15
times 3?
5.
yeah, 25. 25 feet.
Okay.
What the hell was that?
25 times 3?
No,
No, 25 feet altogether you can jump, I think.
Okay.
Right, Cody?
5, 10, 15.
The
20.
spell itself just says jump distance is tripled until the spell ends.
Oh no, then it
Oh,
would
it doesn't say.
It would just be your long jump times 3.
Maybe it's a long jump times 3. Then that's how I would rule that.
So then you can go 16 times 3?
16 times 3, so 48 feet.
Jesus.
And does a jump cost, like if I jump 48 feet, do I still have the rest of my movement?
Yeah, so you lose 10 feet for
So
backing
now
up,
I'm down to 40.
and then the long
10,
jump covers
15, 20,
feet
25,
up to your
30,
strength score.
35, 40, 45. So I get here. And then I still have, oops, sorry.
Each foot you clear on the jump costs a foot of your movement.
Yeah.
So you're gonna move further than you normally could, but you don't have any movement left after that.
Okay. Well, I'm right here.
Okay. That's the end of your turn.
I can't use any other weapon, right? So, like, I can't even throw a javelin.
No, it would be a disadvantage. So you could, but it would be a disadvantage.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't you need to keep your rage up, though?
Can I inflict damage on myself?
Yes, you can. I was gonna say you get hit by an opponent. You can also, you can also get hurt. I think.
Hey, but the good thing is if you go to slap yourself, it's a disadvantage. So no. So you might need to hit yourself with your axe.
Can I just slice my thumb on my...
Or you haven't attacked. You have to. It says you have to attack a hostile.
Yeah. So
You should
just
take
throw a
damage too
javelin.
and keep your rage.
Okay,
just
yeah,
you
I'll
don't
throw a
have to hit,
javelin.
you just have to attack.
Even if it's at disadvantage, that will keep your rage going.
Whoops, that's not what I meant to roll.
Okay.
Yeah, so you have to
9.
attack or you have to be hit.
A 9 misses.
Okay.
But now you're even more angry because you wasted.
I'm
that
angry,
blood.
yeah.
The crowd behind you, Olena, continues to exit the Black Arms, and people are shouting and screaming. The priestess looks very upset at you, and is she saying in common, shh, shh, no, bad,
Fuck you!
and she's going to. Oh boy, what can she do at this stage? She's going to try to run away, actually. So that's a dash, and she can jump off the stage. So let's see here.
But let her jump better than you, Olena.
Yeah, let's do a running jump
More
off the stage,
complicated for me to...
and then the rest of her. She doesn't have that much more movement. But, oh no, she could jump, and then the rest of her movement is dash. I think. Can you do that? Can you jump and then dash?
It's an action to dash, yeah.
It's an
Okay, so
action.
she can move.
No.
I think jump is your
you missed
movement.
the fact. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. Actually, you can dash. Oh.
Long jump with dash. Okay.
So there's a giant TV.
So right now, that creature is behind the giant screen, and you can't see her totally. She's at least halfway obscured. That's the end of her turn. We're gonna go next to Duck.
Me?
Yes.
So you throw it here.
Yes. Behind the chair. It's on the floor.
What is that? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So like right there.
Yes, you could pick it up even if you
Go,
want.
go, go, go!
Picking up the
The wand. The wand. Yeah.
and
What- You can make a quick Arcana check actually as you pick it up.
11.
You can tell that this wand casts druid spells.
I'm going the big guy. This one.
Yeah, the one in the middle. Mm-hmm.
I need him to make a wisdom save.
Wisdom save. 3.
You guys are gonna see like Duck's eyes kind of glaze over a little bit, and in this like, kind of weird voice, he's gonna call out, "My friend, stand there and count till 1,000,000." And
Okay.
I'm going to cast Suggestion on him, and it lasts for 8 hours. And he will do the course of activity until it's complete.
What can break that?
Dispel magic.
Yay.
Or one of our friends hitting him. And I'm going to then say to my friends, do not hit him.
If his ally hits him, does that
No.
also end?
Nope.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So it's gonna start counting. In
Yes,
in Lizard.
If you or any of your companions damage the target, the spell ends.
Okay. So if Milo or Olena, okay.
And I will say,
right.
do not hit him.
Okay.
Is that the end of your turn, Duck?
That is my action. I picked up the wand as a free action. Bonus action. Can I do anything on the bonus action that is worth anything?
Is it the one in the chair?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to bonus action give Milo a bardic inspiration.
Okay, bardic inspiration to Milo.
Is that a 8 or a 6?
Just a 6.
Okay.
I'm still a baby bard.
One day, it'll be an 8.
Anything else, Duck?
No, that's 30 feet. It's bonus action. That is my action.
Okay. I think we are on Aisling next.
How high up is the stage from the floor that we're on?
Elevated about 7-8 feet up from the floor.
And then this screen is a physical thing.
It's a physical. Well, I can't tell you that. You might need to go a little bit closer to detect.
Is it obstructing view?
It's obstructing your view of the creature that's behind it. Yes.
Okay. And the picture itself is 3D one way, but then we're on a 2D. What does it actually look like?
Looks like a tarp, let's say, that projects images out from it.
Okay. I'll move up here next to Olena.
Mhm.
So a 20-foot cube. A 20-foot cube would get the one on the stage and the one behind the screen.
Yes, it would.
They need. We'll see if this works. We know nothing about them. They need to make dex saves.
18 and 15.
They both save. But because it was in it, the part of the screen is now glowing. That weird color when your old TVs used to get like cracks in them, or your like computer monitors. That's what color that section is glowing.
Okay.
And you have advantage to hit that part of that screen.
Oh boy. Okay.
So I'll use that. Oh, it's not. And then bonus action. Olena, you're injured, yeah?
Yeah, I'm at 41 to 53.
Okay, so you have a light paper cut.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Then
Thank you, though.
I will be done.
Milo, you are on stage, I think, or about to be on stage. You are next to act.
Milo's gonna start running at the one that attacked.
Okay.
Or try to attack with the wand before Duck made him throw it down, but Milo believes, convinced him to give up. He's gonna get like 10 feet and then say, screw it, and Misty step right next to the
Whoa. Okay.
guy. And then just take 2 swings at him.
Okay. Aisling, does Milo get affected by the cube at all?
No, it goes away.
Okay.
Yeah, it only
All right.
affects what's in there at the time.
Go for it, Milo.
Milo's glittering and looks amazing while he's doing all this. And he'll say, for his little payload bonus, he'll say, Pelor.
Yep, that was good,
Damn
Milo.
you.
You're doing it.
And that gives him +2 to this attack roll.
Get the box.
16 plus 7. I'm assuming hits.
23 hits.
Yeah, 23. All right.
Was that the one Duck said not to hit, though?
No.
The
No,
one.
it's the one
is
next to
count-
the
Oh, the
box.
one on the chair is the one. Okay, gotcha.
The one that knows the password.
Yes.
Oh, that is a 12. Where's the D8? 8 points of damage for the first hit.
Okay.
And then, yeah, he's just gonna swing again. 19 for the second.
That hits.
I think 6 points of damage for the second hit.
Milo, as your sword cleaves into the lizard's skin, you can hear, you can feel the sensation of slicing directly into bone as the lizard leaps out and sort of erupts spray of vomit all over the stage, and you have killed it with the 2 slashes of your sword.
And then I think I have like 10 points of movement left. Seeing that the other lizard's just counting to 1,000,000, he's gonna climb up onto.
Which should only take roughly 23 days.
Yeah, he's gonna climb up onto the wall, say, "Good work there, Duck," and then hop down in front of the other lizard that's running away,
Okay.
and just say, "Hey, I'd recommend you stop because we got some words that we need to have here," and then that's his turn.
The lizard on stage is going to count 1, 2, looking around, 3, 4. That's the end of its turn.
This is my favorite spell in the game.
I'd
He's
also
gonna
like
defend
us to all note that everybody down here just saw us attack these lizards.
That's right.
Uh,
I was just trying to keep Milo safe.
it's an illegal organization, so
Actually, Olena would know that this is a totally legal operation and that the lizards have permits. That's partly why Olena felt comfortable being part of this.
okay. Well, here's the
Do
proof
they
I
have
have.
permits for an evil box that brings out Denzians from another plane of existence?
Olena does not know the answer to that part.
I have to get this box because a member of the council requested it.
And they said, by
Technically-
any means necessary.
Duck hasn't attacked anyone. Duck has just told people what to do and they listened.
I also
This is-
haven't really attacked anyone, but because I missed.
Yeah, Milo's the only one that's
Milo's going to jail!
Nah, it's in the name
Everyone
of
was an
anti-capitalist.
accessory to this. All right.
Absolutely.
Let's pause this here and pick up with this battle next time. Let me sum up the experience points.
And Olena killed something with all of the help of her friends. Well, the help of
That's
2
right.
of her friends.
And Duck permanently incapacitated someone for the next 8 hours.
The duck ran his mouth.
Yes, everyone's going to share in the experience. I just need to do some math.
Oh, you're not just going to skim some off the top? You can keep it for yourself? Have you learned
I would
nothing?
not be like Aisling. Everyone's gonna get this is just the number. Everyone's gonna get 913 experience points.
Woohoo! Duck
How long it takes to get from 6 to 7 now.
Someone's leveling up.
Yep.
Oh, hey, cool.
So that sounds like Duck is leveling up.
I don't think I get anything cool at 7.
Olena, not there yet. Aisling's pretty close. Oh yeah, Duck, you're gonna. Okay, I see it.
Oh, sweet! I
How
do
much?
get something at 7.
Oh, my proficiency. Oh, no, but that's already come up.
We all have resistance to damage from spells when I hit level 7.
Oh my
That'd be
goodness.
sweet.
Milo and his auras.
Yeah. See you on April Fool's Day.
See you all on April
Or
1st.
will we?
Oh, will yeah.
I will be here on April 1st. Zoom will proceed as normal. No jokes. No April Fools on my end.
Yeah.
Have a good
All
rest
right.
of your weekends.
Yeah, take care,
Talk to you
everybody.
later.
It's good to see you.
Bye,
Bye,
everyone.
all.
See you next time.
Bye.